Hello. I'm back with more Inquisition. We last left off running away from Haven because a dragon in Corypheus, or whoever the heck that was destroying us. I did a little light reading after I ended stream yesterday, or the last time I played, and learned that I did miss a few companions, but I think I can still get one of them. I don't know what I was thinking. Like, I guess I was just so eager to just progress the story, and I also forgot to talk to like everybody in Haven before I did In Your Heart Shall Burn. So I'm a little like but you know what? If I really want to see what all that conversation was about, I can always look it up. But because I'm not doing that fight again. I did lose, I think, 2 people in Haven. I think the potion maker, he died, and then some other person died. Might have been the shopkeeper or whatever. But I think I saved the barkeep, that low gain supporter woman, and another one. He was in like a building or something, but I don't know, maybe I'll see them again. But I feel so bummed that they died. I was like, I remember the potion guy because I helped him out. Now we're alone. I can only walk, I can't run. My hand is glowing. And actually, I don't think I was running away. I think I fell down someplace. Everyone else ran away. So my guy's is stiff. Oh, he can run. I had to press shift. Okay, a light jog. Can't get too excited. We just fell down a really big hole. Oh man, what is happening? Why are you walking like that, my guy? Oh, he's not feeling good. Oh, he's feeling really... Okay. Our guy's injured. Evander, we can't lose you yet. Stuff just start getting real.
There.
Who are you talking to? I do the same thing. Whoa. What are you? A despair demon? Be gone. Foul demon. Okay. Mark of the Rift. You have gained Mark of the Rift, focus-based ability. Mark of the Rift causes massive damage and can even kill some enemies instantly. Mark of the Rift is a focus ability. Each party member has a personal focus meter, but all party members gain focus when a single member deals damage. Okay, I guess that means for me to use it. Oh my god! Does it suck them back into the fade? Well, that's really interesting. Oh, he's exhausted. Perhaps that ability strains him. Frosty rags. Oh my god. It's a creature research item. Whatever, I'm sure I'll kill more of them. So over here. Give him a coat. He seems to have been doing okay in Haven. But it does look a lot colder in here. Man, are you telling me you can't jump up here? This makes me think of America Ninja Warrior or something, where they have to like run up that wall and they like reach the top and they hit a button. Evander's not ninja enough. If he just reached with his arms, if he just put in a little bit more effort, he could haul himself up there, I'm sure. He's a buff mage. I bet he did push-ups in the circle. He's got some, I don't know, maybe he did pull-ups too. Every time I stand still, it means I'm saving, most likely. I'm just like a compulsive saver. What is this hole? What is this? This is... What is happening? Okay, we need a coat. Help. Help. I'm in a blizzard. Where are all my friends and family? The snow's eating me up. Just gonna use my sixth sense. Are you telling me I have to walk all the way through this just to get to this little mark over here? Oh my god, I'll be walking forever. I'm never gonna make it. I'm gonna die out here. I didn't even know there was a map. You just have to believe. How far did I walk? Okay, I'm making distance. I'm making great distance. Whoever's telling my story is skipping over a few chunks. But look, there's Evander, don't worry. There's a thing. Light a fire. You'll be okay. Varric has to make it interesting. He's like, yeah, and then he walked her for a really long time.
It's cold.
And then he found
Nothing.
a fire that he couldn't light. And then he walked for a really long time. Please. Evander, are we walking this entire... Can't even call my horse. Hold on, let me press V. Anything? Snowbird. I know. Your horse is not walking through that. I don't know, there was some pretty interesting horses. Horses in quotation marks. Evander, stop freezing in place. Just keep your legs moving, you'll be fine. I can't believe you're surviving at all. Are we sniffling? Somebody give this man a hug. He's sniffling so much. Come on, just... Oh, he's gonna die. Use your fire magic. You have it, right? That's how I'm gonna explain him.
Recent.
Yes, somebody's been here. Game credits, yeah. Like his muscles are slowly stiffening. The blood inside of him is freezing. Oh my gosh. I'm like struggling with him. I'm like pressing down my WSD keys so hard. What is that? Oh my god. Evander, it's light. It looks warm. Red and warm. Is that what that means?
There! It's him! Thank the Maker!
Oh my god, they were waiting for me. Why were y'all hiding behind that mountain? It dies right when he gets to his friends. See, these are our new horses.
What would you have me tell them? This isn't what we asked them to do. We cannot simply ignore this. We must find a way. And who put you in charge? We need a consensus or we have nothing.
Please, we must use reason. Without the infrastructure of the Inquisition, we're hobbled.
I can't come from nowhere.
She didn't say it
My
could.
friends are fighting.
Enough! This is getting us nowhere. Well, we're agreed on that much.
Shh. You need
Mother.
rest.
They've been at it for hours.
They have that luxury thanks to you. The enemy could not follow, and with time to doubt, we turn to blame. Infighting may threaten as much as this Corypheus.
Bro looks out of it. Yeah. I would look out of it too. I need help. I should help plan. Yelling won't help. We can't let them find us. Where is Corypheus now? Like she knows? Let's ask her anyway.
Do we know where Corypheus and his forces are?
We are not sure where queer. Which may be why, despite the numbers he still commands, there is no sign of him. That, or you are believed dead.
Yeah.
Or without Haven, we are thought helpless. Or he girds for another attack. I cannot claim to know the mind of that creature, only his effect on us.
Well, I can guarantee you he probably knows I'm not dead. So. Yelling won't help. I should help plan. Can't let him find us. Yelling won't help. Everyone, lower your voices.
The only thing yelling gets us is a headache.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Headache.
They know. But our situation, your situation, is complicated.
Don't I know
Our
it?
leaders struggle because of what we survivors witnessed. We saw our defender stand and fall.
I was cold.
And now we have seen him return.
Oh. Well, I fell again.
The more the enemy is beyond us, the more miraculous your actions appear, and the more our trials seem ordained. That is hard to accept, no? What we have been called to endure, what we perhaps must come to believe.
My guy is so tired. Fanatical belief is to blame. I still don't believe. We need more than faith. This is a waste of time. I believe, but is that enough? Investigate. I didn't die and come back. Should we believe Yeah, I didn't die and come back. I've been alive this entire time, lady.
I escaped the avalanche. Barely, perhaps, but I didn't die.
Of course, and the dead cannot return from across the veil. But the people know what they saw. Or perhaps what they needed to see. The Maker works both in the moment
She's like, let them believe the
and in
lie.
how it is remembered. Can we truly know the heavens are not with us?
Should we believe Corypheus?
You saw Corypheus. What do you think of his claims of assaulting the heavens?
Scripture says magisters, to winter servants of false-souled gods, entered the Fade to reach the Golden City, seat of the Maker. For their crime, they were cast out as darkspawn. Their hubris is why we suffer blight, and why the Maker turned from us. If such is the claim of this Corypheus, he is a monster beyond imagining. All mankind continues to suffer for that sin. If even a shred of it is true, all the more reason Andraste would choose someone to rise against him.
I know, isn't my guy so cute? I was thinking the same thing. I was like, I did so good. Yes. He said the heavens are empty.
Corypheus said he found only corruption and emptiness. Nothing golden.
If he entered that place, it has changed him without and within. The living are not meant to make that journey. Perhaps these are lies he must tell himself, rather than accept that he earned the scorn of the Maker. I know I could not bear such.
Well, I think my guy would probably believe in the Maker to some extent because he was raised in the Circle and he does come from that Orlesian nobility background. I think it is Orlesian, even though he was raised in Ostwick. But is that enough?
Perhaps I was meant for this, but that didn't help at Haven.
Okay.
I want to believe Andraste is with me, but doubt is everywhere.
Lol. Suddenly he's a man of faith. That... Look at him. Just suddenly. Scratching his side. They need me. I have to be their peacekeeper.
Shadows fall and hope has fled. Still your heart, the dawn will come. The night is long.
Liliana likes it.
And the path is dark. Look to the sky for one day soon.
No, I'm trying not to laugh.
Will come. The
Liliana!
and his home is far.
She just can't help herself. She trained her her soldiers to sing. Cohen's like, oh, I hate this. No! This is good. Yay! I know she's a singer. Are they singing to me? They... I thought that man was soulless. Is he judging me?
Faith is made stronger by facing doubt. Untested, it is nothing.
So the reason why they were singing is probably to strengthen their resolve.
A word.
Solus was like, you can't let this keep happening. That shit was scary. How about a few sentences? Oh, okay, fancy.
A wise woman, worth heeding. Her kind understand the moments that unify a cause. Or fracture it. The orb Corypheus carried, the power he used against you, it is elven. Corypheus used the orb to open the breach. Unlocking it must have caused the explosion that destroyed the Conclave. I do not yet know how Corypheus survived, nor am I certain how people will react when they learn of the orb's origin.
True. You're right to be worried. Lost here, it won't matter. So prove yourself. How do you know this?
All right. What is it and how do you know about it?
They were foci, used to channel ancient magics. I have seen such things in the Fade, old memories of older magic. Corypheus may think it Tevinter. His empire's magic was built on the bones of my people.
Mm-hmm.
Knowing or not, he risks our alliance. I cannot allow it.
Knowing or not, he risks our alliance. You're right to be worried.
This whole mess is confusing. I can see how elves might be an easy target.
History would agree. But there are steps we can take to prevent such a distraction.
Oh god, I'm luminescent. Oh my god,
By attacking the Inquisition,
my people.
Corypheus has changed it. Changed you. Scout
Whoa.
to the north. Be their guide.
Climbing that mountain, bro. The hills changed me, Solus. Dang.
There is a place that waits for a force to hold it. There is a place where the Inquisition can build, grow.
How does he know about this? Me and my best friend. His nature walks. Yeah, you're right, you're right. It is so shiny. I was thinking that too. You know, like some people put hair gel in, he like oils his head. Maybe it's like a cold balm, you know, to keep him warm.
Sky.
He's like, I gave you a castle. Solus seems excited, yes. Also, hello, Slightly Bonkers. They're commenting on YouTube, so we can't see them on screen, unfortunately. oh, I'm invited to the girl group. Colin's an honorary girl, so am I. No, they dispersed. They're excluding me.
They arrive daily from every settlement in the region. Skyhold is becoming a pilgrimage. If word has reached these people, it will have reached the Elder One.
Oh, yeah.
We have the walls and numbers to put up a fight here, but this threat is far beyond the war we anticipated. But we now know what allowed you to stand against Corypheus, what drew him to you.
Canon event is to jump off those stairs. Do we know? Drew him to you. He's insane. Who cares? It was Andraste's blessing. He wanted the anchor. My effort for the... I could totally just be like, it was Andraste's blessing. He wanted the anchor.
He came for this, and now it's useless to him.
He
so
is
he wants
insane.
me dead.
That is
That's
true.
it.
The anchor has power, but it's not why you're still standing here.
Because I'm a bad bitch.
Your decisions let us heal the sky. Your determination brought us out of Haven. You are the creature's rival because of what you did. And we know it. All of us. The Inquisition requires a leader. The one who has already been leading it.
Oh my gosh. They see a lot in me. They love me. I'm just a dude.
You.
More stairs to jump off from. I need a skateboard. My faith is rewarded. You trust this to a mage. I don't want this. Skateboard or scooterer. I feel like my guy would be a skateboarder. Scooterer, nah.
Perhaps I didn't hear you correctly.
Well, just
A mage
be
at the head of the
be humble.
Inquisition.
Not a mage. You.
I happen to be a mage.
I
I'm
will
not
not
humble, but, like,
pretend
be-
no one will object.
Just accept it.
But times are changing. Perhaps this is what the Maker intended. There would be no Inquisition without you. How it will serve, how you lead, that must be yours to decide.
When you give a sword to a mage. Does this cast magic? Can I channel through this? Whatever. It's dope. I'll hang it on my wall. I'll set an example as a mage. I will lead them into vengeance. Oh god. I'll set an example as a mage.
With fear running rampant, they need to see a mage standing for what is right. I'll defeat Corypheus standing with them, not over them.
You guys will remember me.
Wherever you lead us. Have our people been told?
I will not be forgotten in
have.
history.
And soon, the world.
Commander, will they follow?
Inquisition, will you follow? Will you fight?
He's so pale.
Will we triumph? Your leader, your herald, your Inquisitor!
They love me. This is wild. What? I feel like this happened so fast. Ah, she's... I like her. Oh. We're here to do some interior decorating. Get the duster out.
So this is where it begins.
It began in the courtyard. This is where we turned that promise into action.
But what do we do?
We know nothing about this Corypheus except that he wanted your mark.
Help. Is he allied with Deventer? I don't think he would be. He's so old. Deventer's not Deventer to him anymore, probably.
Corypheus wants to restore Tevinter. Is this a prelude to war with the Imperium?
I get the feeling we're dealing with extremists, not the vanguard of a true invasion.
Yeah.
Tevinter is not the Imperium of 1,000 years
That's
ago.
what I'm... Thank you.
What Corypheus yearns to restore no longer
Josephine.
exists. Though they would shed no tears if the South fell to chaos, I'm certain.
Yeah. Okay. Can he really become a god?
Corypheus said he wanted to enter the Black City, but this would make him a god.
He is willing to tear this world apart to reach the next. It won't matter if he's wrong.
What if he's not wrong? If he finds some other way into the Fade?
Then he gains the power he seeks, or unleashes catastrophe on us all.
Is his dragon an archdemon? It looked like one.
Could his dragon really be an archdemon? What would that mean?
It would mean the beginning of another blight.
Again?
We've seen no darkspawn other than Corypheus himself. Perhaps it's not an archdemon at all, but something different?
Whatever it is,
An
it's
old
dangerous.
god.
Commanding such a creature gives Corypheus an advantage we can't ignore.
Are we safe here? We need more information.
Someone out there must know something about Corypheus.
Unless they saw him on the field, most will not believe he even exists.
We do have one advantage. We know what Corypheus intends to do next. In that strange future you experienced, Empress Celine had been assassinated.
Imagine the chaos her death would cause. With his army.
An army he'll bolster with a massive force of demons, or so the future tells us.
Corypheus could conquer the entire south of Thedas, god or no god.
I'd feel better if we knew more about what we were dealing with.
I know someone who can help with
Oh,
that.
Varric.
Everyone acting all inspirational jogged my memory, so I sent a message to an old friend. He's crossed paths with Corypheus before and may know more about what he's doing. He can help.
Oh my god, is it Hawk? That's so funny. Good thing I watched that DLC footage. I never played it, but I know that he's met him, so. Because of his father. Introduced us. Don't make deals for me, Varric. This better be good. Okay, introduce us. I'm still reeling from everyone singing at me and then everyone cheering at me while I hold a sword. Whoa. That just happened. Introduce us.
I'm always looking for new allies. Introduce me.
He's here?
Parading around might cause a fuss. It's better for you to meet privately, on the battlements.
What?
Trust me.
Leading me away?
It's complicated.
My guy.
Well, then, we stand ready to move.
He's not
on
gonna be
both
my
of
hawk,
these
though. I'm so
On
mad.
your order, Inquisitor.
I know one thing. If Varric has brought who I think he has, Cassandra is going to kill him.
Oh boy.
This is the Inquisition. A dusty old ruin filled with battered soldiers.
If you shut your mouth and opened your eyes, you'd see that the Inquisition is our one hope.
That's right. And listen to your wife. To be fair, he's like this regardless. Okay, okay. What's over here?
Now, what did they make down here? What can I make?
Oh, it's the everything. Nice. I swear I was able to get my hawk to work and he wasn't my hawk. Damn. Well, that makes me feel a little better. I can put things in here. Wow. Wait. Okay, okay. Oh, heck yeah. Okay, okay. Drapes. A letter. The Undercroft. To be clear, we can add all the equipment our backs can bear, but structural changes are best avoided. With new walls and such, you need anchors to tie and new stone, which means excavation. And I wouldn't be messing with the Undercroft. Seems like it was built to purpose, whatever that was. The whole keep has settled on top of it. It's weathered some serious heat and pressure. There are spots that feel like the inside of a forge. Large spots. No idea what that means. It's as solid as you can get. It's a fillet full of tools and toys, but there's a dwarven name for someone who tries to change an old build like that. Sodding fool. Okay, so don't move anything in here, stone-wise. Tint armor. We can paint our armor? What do you mean? Wait. Armor tinting? Oh, that's... Okay. Yes. I see now. You can really get into it, huh? Okay. I wonder if that's like runes or something. Oh, special shipments. Oh, we can customize the Skyhold from here.
This is where a smith should be.
Harriet, you survived. Good to know.
I've walked away from too many burning buildings for one lifetime. This place, though, it'll be all right. It's Inquisitor now, isn't it?
Oh.
That'll take some getting used to.
Oh, so I have a title because I'm the leader. Okay. Take the time you need for you and me both.
You think it's strange to say? It's stranger to hear.
Don't let it go to your head. We need you level.
Don't worry.
Everyone just got a big, hard reason to hate Corypheus. And we already did, but we didn't have a name. You're the surprise, not him.
How are the facilities? Any thoughts for the lost? Everything is functional? Bye. Any thoughts for the lost?
Have you any thoughts about the people we lost at Haven?
Shame about a Don. Experience like that, you can't just find. The rest of us go on. It's what we have to do. You gave us the chance. Thanks for that.
I hate that Adon died. I hope I can still upgrade my potions. Because he was the guy for me to do that with. Everything is functional?
You've got it all up and running?
Your basics, like always. There's space here for, I don't know what. This place was built for something big. It'll be a job to fill it.
How is this place shaping up as a forge?
Better than Haven ever could be. Not the way I wanted an upgrade, but ever forward.
I'll be back later.
I'll be here.
Okay. I'll try to get to, Hawk in a minute. Oh. Okay, I'll be back there. Oh, there's 2 sets of doors in here. Okay, okay. Oh, it's her room. You got a nicer place now.
I've made some inquiries into the Imperial Court. The sooner we deal with the threats to the Empress, the better. The political situation in the Empire is dangerously unstable. It will complicate matters.
Everything in the Empire complicates matters. It's the Orlesian national pastime.
Turn your nose up at the grand game if you like, Commander, but we play for the highest stakes, and to the death.
The Court's disapproval can be as great a threat as the Venatori. We must be vigilant to avert disaster.
The chair is so big it consumes her. We'll save the Empress. Dangerously unstable. Just get me to court. Just throw me in there.
Exactly what do you mean? How is it more dangerous than usual?
The Empress is in the middle of a civil war. Her cousin, Grand Duke Gaspard, seeks to take her throne by force. Leliana reports that a group of elves has been sabotaging both armies, drawing out the hostilities.
Of course.
Orlais holds Tevinter at bay. All of Thedas could be lost if the Empire falls to Corypheus. Celine is holding peace talks under the auspices of a grand masquerade. Every power in Orlais will be there.
We get to go to a
It's
masquerade?
the perfect place for an assassin to hide.
Warn the Empress. I don't have a thing to wear. That's where we need to be. That's where we need to be.
We need to attend this ball.
We don't have enough sway with the court to arrange an invitation. Perhaps a few more alliances.
Or soldiers.
We need a greater presence in Orlais. And soon.
Okay. We get to go to a ball. Is that our next goal? That's exciting.
What was this place? So much room for whatever was here.
Hi, Solus. Do you like your new room?
Greetings.
Tell me more about yourself.
I'm interested in what you told me of yourself and your studies. If you have time, I'd like to hear more.
Why do you say it like that?
Continue to surprise me. All right, let us talk. Preferably somewhere more interesting than this.
Oh. He was like, let's go somewhere and talk. Okay. Where is he taking me? I have to take you to my private room.
Why here?
Haven?
Haven is familiar. It will always be important to you.
We talked about that already.
What are we doing? Are we actually here?
I sat beside you while you slept, studying the anchor.
We did not walk all the way here. What is happening? I sat beside you while you slept, studying the anchor. Yeah, I read your notes. That must have been quick. We're not here for me. Thanks.
I'm glad someone was watching over me.
Lol.
You were a mystery.
Were.
You still are.
Ah, good.
I ran every test I could imagine. Searched the Fade, yet found nothing. Cassandra suspected duplicity. She threatened to have me executed as an apostate if I didn't produce results.
Oof, Cassandra. Yikes. I don't know if my friendship wasn't high enough, but I don't remember this happening for me. Either he brought me back here or we're in the Fade and he's like dream walking with me or whatever, going down memory road. He for real just walked you back to Haven. Like we can do that right now. Cassandra, that's actually crazy that she was gonna kill you, but I mean, you know what? She was in a crazy headspace. I wouldn't allow that. You wouldn't have been able to stop her. Of course she did. It got results. Of course she did.
Cassandra's like that with everyone.
Yeah.
Chuckles! His namesake.
You were never going to wake up? How could you? A mortal sent physically through the Fade. I was frustrated, frightened. The spirits I might have consulted had been driven away by the breach. Although I wished to help, I had no faith in Cassandra, or she in me. I was ready to flee.
I like this. I like this. He's being vulnerable with me. You didn't. Where to? You were smart not to. Where to?
The breach threatened the whole world. Where did you plan to go?
Someplace far away, where I might research a way to repair the breach before its effects reached me. I never said it was a good plan. I told myself, one more attempt to seal the rifts.
Cole did the same thing.
I tried and failed. No ordinary magic would affect them. I watched the rifts expand and grow, resigned myself to flee, and then...
Oh, he grabbed my hand. He touched my hand and was like, oh, new purpose.
It seems you hold the key to our salvation.
That's me.
You had sealed it with a gesture. And right then, I felt the whole world change.
Glad he stayed. This isn't how it happened. This mattered to you?
It was that impressive to see me awake?
You had walked in the Fade. I have explored the Fade more than anyone alive.
He loves it.
But even I can only visit in dreams. But you might have been able to visit me here while awake.
Oh, that's cool.
What do you mean?
Where do you think we were?
This isn't real.
I knew it!
That's a matter of debate. Probably best discussed after you
Oh, I bitch.
wake up.
I'm so smart, bro. What? What? Did he take me to a room and was like, lay down? This cracks me up. This is so funny. Oh my god. Maybe I'm crazy, but that really is funny to me. He was like, let's go talk somewhere else. Tucks me in. This is my room? Solus knew where to take me even before I did. Whoa. Dude, I gotta follow the sky more often. Look what it's got me. Maybe damn, if only Solus liked men. I would wife him up immediately. He got me a castle, dude. He dreamwalked with me, tucked me into bed. Nah, I think there's a wardrobe? Casual wear? Purity? Purity looks like a school uniform. I'm pure. Solus got that for you. Imagine playing as girl, pure romance. I used that for my guy. Oh, it's so funny. Ooh, okay, formal wear. That's cool. It's not a uniform. That's cool. A little too light though. I'm trying to multitask and I can't do it, bro. What are you multitasking? Oh. No. Absolutely not. After Effects on the left, you on the right. I don't know where to look. Ooh, still this is not it. I do like this little weird ridge neck thing going on though. Looks like an armadillo. He do. After Effects. Doing some editing. Yes. We see the fit. There's nothing good. I mean, there is good, but like... Venture forth? Oh, wow. This is real cowboy vibes. Okay. Yeah. Okay. We'll do this. I hope Hawk's still here. I don't know how long I slept for. I love that for your character. It works. Yippee! I'm gonna hard save. Take... Oh, a recipe? Oh, I got recipes. Okay, for a lot of things. Anything interesting around here? My wardrobe. What's this? Oh, I can go even higher. Okay, let's go higher. Hawk understands. You climbed a mountain. Oh, I can probably put stuff up here, huh? How interesting. I hope I can repaint over this. Why do I have the Inquisition symbol in my freaking house? In my room, I mean. Get rid of this rug, too. Strip the rug. Get this shit out of here.
They have certainly spared no expense.
No, yeah, it's pretty crazy. Dorian time. Let's go find Dorian. I want to go talk to Solus, though. I want to be like, hey, bro. Last time you whispered, wake up. And then I woke up in my room. Oh, I have a prison. I haven't really gotten very far past these doors just yet. Quarters? Oh, so wait. Quarters means my room? Dang, we have our own library? I'm never leaving this place. I live here now. Try to take me back to the circle. I dare you. Construction report. Requests to fight. Oh. Workers finishing the banner placements are requesting more important tasks. Several wish to train with swords so they can fight, more directly serving the Inquisition. They travel to join a war, not dress up a keep. Can't say I disagree. Foreman Charisse. Our enemy cut a hole in the sky seen everywhere. We look upon it from below, but it need not humble us. We may fight because we are many. We are many because the Inquisitor inspires. The Inquisitor inspires because of his growing legend. Part of this legend is what the masses find on arrival. That is the job of your workers. Not vanity, but veneration. Not impulse, but elevation. Their skill as workers is greater threat to the enemy than their number in half. Trained soldiers. Lady, that's a great. She's a wizard with words. Monteliet. Why can't we just all marry each other and become just a family in this castle? We're all just hands here. We'll hold each other. That's a good point, not gonna lie. Ah, who let the birds in here? What the heck, you guys? We gotta work on that. Drama would be insane. The drama would be insane. The crows. The Antivan crows! Fiona, oh, hi, girlfriend. We need to talk about you growing a backbone and not letting... not just agreeing to slavery. I'm still shocked. I'm so shocked, Fiona. And I'm still so confused about how you don't remember. I'm assuming it's blood magic and he wiped your memory or reversed time in his little time bubble or whatever he did to you. But you are a mystery to me. Also, hello, Patrick. I detest this notion that the veil is some manner of invisible curtain that separates the world of the living from the world of the spirits. Whether we call it the Fade or the Beyond is a matter of racial politics. I refuse to indulge in at the moment. There is no the side and that side when it comes to the veil. One can not think of it as a physical thing or a barrier or even a shimmering wall of holy light. Thank you very much for that image, your perfection. Think of the veil instead as opening one's eyes. Before you open them, you saw our world as you see it now, static, solid, unchanging. Now that they are open, you see our world as the spirits see it, chaotic, ever-changing, a realm where the imagined and the remembered have as much substance as that which is real. More, in fact. The spirit sees everything as defined by will and memory, and this is why they are so very lost when they cross the veil. In our world, imagination has no substance. Objects exist independently of how we remember them or what emotions we associate with them. Mages alone possess the power to change the world with their minds. and perhaps this forms the nature of a demon's attraction to them. Who can say? Regardless, the act of passing through the veil is much more important about changing one's perception than a physical transition. The veil is an idea. It is the act of transition itself. And it is only the fact that both living beings and spirits find the transition difficult that gives the veil any credence as a physical barrier at all. From a dissertation on the Fade as a physical manifestation by Marino, senior enchanter of the Manarathis Circle of Magi, Steel Age. That's really cool, you guys. I don't know. That's really interesting. I think that's really cool. Because people do really hammer at home that there is this barrier. But if, like, maybe it's true. Maybe it's just all existing at the same time. That's so cool. I can't say that I fully understand all of it just yet, but I think that guy's onto something. Oh, hi, Dorian. Do you need help getting a book? I can get it for you.
Brilliant, isn't it? One moment you're trying to restore order in a world gone mad. That should be enough for anyone to handle, yes? Then, out of nowhere, an archdemon appears and kicks you in the head. What? You thought this would be easy? No, I was just hoping you wouldn't crush our village like an anthill. Sorry about that. Archdemons like to crush, you know. Can't be helped. Am I speaking too quickly for you?
Hi, Dorian. I had a crazy couple of freaking days in a blizzard. How are you? I was enjoying the show. We're all frightened. Not at all. You're boring me.
I was distracted, that's all.
Lol.
Distracted? By my wit and charm? I have plenty of both.
Very confident. Perhaps. Are you sure? You're very confident.
How interesting to find someone so aware of his strengths.
I'm a man of many talents.
Lol.
What can I say? I always assumed the Elder One behind the Venatori was a Magister. But this is something else completely. In Tevinter, they say the Chantry's tales of Magisters starting the Blight are just that.
So they don't believe it.
Tales. But here we are. One of those very Magisters, a dark spawn.
Ooh, I like this. Like different sides of the story of Andraste and the Maker and all this stuff. Each side has a little bit of truth to it, I think. Just a little bit of truth to whatever it was that Andraste did or was. Oh my god, it's so beautiful. They say the Chantry is lying. You seem upset. He could be lying. You were deceived.
Who does the Imperium say started the Blight?
You know how it is. Not us.
Definitely,
they say
you guys.
Darkspawn were always there. Magisters and the Blight aren't even related. Is that a surprise? No one wants to admit they shit the bed. But if Corypheus is one of the Magisters who entered the Black City and he's Darkspawn, what other explanation is there?
Yeah, so... Yeah, I do think Tevinter got a little too crazy with it. We've been seeing... I remember last game, whenever we were getting that Red Lyrium artifact that Bartran stole or whatever, and we saw those ruins with the, like... I don't know, I guess it was like elven design, but it was like... Or it was Tevinter, but with elven stuff in it. And you have Solus over here saying that that guy had a elven artifact. Like Corypheus was holding an elven artifact. So it really makes me think, like, did Tevinter, like, end up taking over a bunch of, like, maybe the elves were, like, super duper advanced a very long time ago. And then Tevinter were like, oop, we're taking all this and we're doing some crazy shit with it. And then, I don't know. It all just got, like, freaking blown up and forgotten about. I don't know, I'm thinking here. Okay. He could be lying.
We only know what Corypheus claims to be.
True. He might be a convincing liar, or delusional, or insane. But how many delusional maniacs are going to have that knowledge? He broke open the Fade. I knew what I was taught couldn't be the whole truth, but I assumed there had to be a kernel of it, somewhere. But no, it was us all along. We destroyed the world.
I mean, you're not responsible. Real. Like, that's real. It's just your ancestors. But I mean, you can be the change in the world, Dorian. You're not responsible.
You didn't do anything. Those men did. 1,000 years ago.
True, except that one of them is up and walking around right now.
It's more common than you
I
think,
have idiot
Dorian.
countrymen who would happily follow him down that path again.
Your mouth is crazy,
No
by
one
the way.
will thank
What
me,
the
whatever
heck's
happens.
happening?
No one will thank you either. You know that, yes?
Dude, I know this. History never remembers the mages. We're just here to make a difference now, I guess. No one likes a pessimist.
That attitude must be why they kicked you out of the Imperium.
LMAO.
They didn't kick me out? Well, only because they never got around to it. Eventually, they might have. All I know is this. Corypheus needs to be stopped.
Right?
Men like him ruined my homeland. I won't stand by and let him ruin the world.
Okay, Miss Priss.
Oh, and congratulations on that whole leading the Inquisition thing, by the way.
Thanks. It got thrust upon me. Like I woke up and then they were like, we're doing this. We're gonna sing this song for you. And then... Crazy. Crazy. Okay, Fiona.
Greetings, Inquisitor. That is your title now, yes?
Mm-hmm.
I should thank you. The way things ended in Redcliffe, you could have demanded anything you wished. Yet you chose to make us equal partners. I was not expecting that.
You're not equal partners. Believe in your cause. Mages are useful. I guess, you know what? I believe in your cause, Fiona. I just wish you had a backbone.
You rebelled for good reason.
I knew you, of all people, would understand. I've been a Grey Warden, Grand Enchanter, leader of a rebellion, and now I am none of those things. Odd where fate takes you, as you're no doubt well aware.
Did I know that she was a Grey Warden? I guess I did. I'm shocked. Again. I didn't know she was one. Okay. There we go. You were a Grey Warden.
You were once a Grey Warden?
Mine is an unusual circumstance, Inquisitor. Normally one is part of the Order until death. But long ago I found myself stripped of what made me a Warden. They tried to reinitiate me, but nothing worked. Nor could they figure out how it happened.
She was cured?
So I was sent to the Circle of Magi, the first Warden ever to be kicked out.
What?
Quite the achievement.
Huh?
You sound happy about it.
Becoming a Warden seemed like a dream when I was first conscripted.
Freedom!
Towards the end, however, my brothers and sisters, they felt I had somehow cheated death. I was glad to leave. It also made me unique in the Circle. I had an opportunity to do more than I ever could as a Warden.
You started the rebellion.
You mean you began the Mage Rebellion?
I pushed for our vote to free the Circles of Magi. But I cannot claim sole responsibility for what followed. Still, despite all the chaos, I would do it again. What happened had to happen.
Whoa. Yeah! All those people deserve to die. No, I'm kidding. How did yeah.
I've been meaning to ask, how exactly did the Venatori take control in Redcliffe?
Mages constantly found their way to us while we were there. Stragglers, most of them strangers. I had no way of knowing some were actually to winter. They spread whispers, encouraged talk of an alliance, and we were desperate. I'm not proud of our choice, but we were certain Templars were coming. It could have ended far worse.
Oh, I can't. She willingly did that? Then, like, did you actually remember talking to us?
You're not still the Grand Enchanter, then?
Any claim I had to the title ended along with the Circles of Magi, although some still call me by it. Perhaps the Circles will one day be resurrected. If so, another will take the position. Until that time, I lead my fellow mages by default. I will do what I can for them.
The Circles will return?
You believe they'll recreate the Circle of Magi after all this?
It depends on who the next divine is, and what she offers. We can't go back to the way things were. But endless warfare benefits no one. That is why I agreed to Justinia's conclave. There must be another solution.
I trust everything is well with the mages?
Most are pleased with the Alliance, even if we wonder what will happen next.
I'll leave you to it.
Fiona frustrates me. The folly of General Not Sheraton. 4. And so it was the victory that was absolute. And cheers were raised for General Not Sheraton. And so, buoyed by respect and admiration, Not Sheraton stood proud and removed the mask to state her true name. And had they not accepted her, had they not thrived by her leadership, had they not become comrade despite station and masks and nonsense of protocol? And the answer was swift and bewildering, for they had not. And swiftly she was bundled away, and amid calls of imposter and spy and other terms she could not know, for she still did not know Orlais. Oh, goodness. That seems not good. Who is this? Who are you?
Greetings to you, Inquisitor. I am to serve as assistant to any research concerns. You'll find my skills are exceptional. I hope they prove useful.
Oh, Mani. Oh, you're tranquil. Yeah, that was one of the people that died. Can't even remember who she was, though.
You're taking over the duties of Meneve?
Yes. She said she was needed elsewhere and that I should serve the Inquisition to the best of my ability.
Oh.
What is she doing?
I wasn't told.
Oh, maybe she wasn't told that she died? Or maybe she never died. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Ooh, you're tranquil?
You were made tranquil?
Yes, I am tranquil. It was necessary due to a willful nature that made wielding magic a dangerous endeavor. I remember that being a difficult time, but I cannot remember why. My skills are well used in my current position.
They make me uncomfortable. But like, I feel bad for them, and they're people, but it's like... You were someone else once. What are your abilities?
How can you serve the Inquisition?
I am to aid in the research of all creatures encountered in your efforts as leader of the Inquisition.
What makes you particularly qualified?
I remember being fond of animals. I don't remember why.
Oh my god, Meneve! She was the one... She was the elf that was in Josephine's room, right? No, I liked her. She was cool. And she cared for the Tranquil. That's why they didn't tell her that she's not dead, because she was the one taking care of all these people. Oh. She was the one that saved all of them. Or saved the ones that were at the Haven. Oh my god. I feel so bad that she's dead. What are your how are your duties going?
What is your evaluation of how we're doing?
Adequate. Based on the partial improvements to Skyhold.
No, I can't tell her. Also, she wouldn't actually feel anything about it. She can't feel emotions. But I mean, I'm sure she'd be like, I don't know, you'd think that she'd feel bad, but she'd probably feel bad in her own way. So she's the new person that takes all of our research. I'm so sad. I liked that other person too. We lost 2 mages. We lost Adon and we lost Meneve. 2 people I can't get their opinion of what happened. Oh my god, that's crazy. Blah. Blah. Okay, well, I'm sure the library has a bunch of stuff that will be added to my codex and everything. I swear I'll get to Hawk soon. It's just I get distracted. Okay, construction report, surfacing, paint, plaster, tile, plaster, stone. Previous occupants have redressed over and over. Most are solid, some I would strip down to stone. The strength of this place is the foundation. Are we here for the long term, or is the Inquisition temporary? Amsel Masonry. Do it right. The Inquisitor is only temporary if we fail. And we're not failing, the Inquisitor. Sir Morris, Quartermaster. Yeah, this is permanent, you guys. Judgment. Whoa. I can sit in that chair? That wasn't there earlier. I don't think it was. Maybe it was.
Hello, Inquisitor. Honored to help with these, whatever they are.
I know.
Go to the Judge Judy chair. Am I like maintaining a kingdom? What the heck? Oh, a garden. Yo, this looks like Wheel of Time in that asylum or whatever. Where that guy is kept.
Fertile ground, even here. This hold has everything.
Enjoy your catching on. the crossing over, it just continues. What? We can plant seeds? We can grow a garden? Oh my god. Ah, Meneve would have loved this place. Can't believe she's dead. Hello, Elaine.
Inquisitor, Elan Vimal. Honored to represent the College of Herbalists and offer my services as apothecary. I intend to carry on the work of my esteemed colleague, Adan. He thought highly of you. He will be missed.
You're my Adan replacement. He thought highly of me?
He didn't seem all that friendly toward me.
A sign of his respect. Smiles are saved for fools, so they leave quickly. All the mundane needs of Skyhold will be well tended. If you note anything special, let me know. I'm here to serve the cause we must.
These guys are they like dead? I don't know if they're breathing. Decoration. Oh, we don't have any seeds yet. That's cool. We can grow our own herbs and stuff, so I don't have to keep going and trying to pick things. Rah. Letter to an Inquisition agent. My darling Wilbur. I am so proud of you. We hear so much about the Inquisition in the village. It makes me happy to know that you are doing your part. I am sorry about what happened to Haven. I will light a candle in the chantry for the fallen. Please take care of yourself. I know what you're like when things get busy and the fate of the world hangs in the balance. You must take care of yourself before you can help save the world, you know. Don't forget to eat. You're still in the mountains. It must be cold and wet. Why couldn't it be a fort in the hinterlands? Then you'd be closer to home. Well, dress warmly. Shall I send you a blanket? Anyway, you should write more often. I don't understand why you can't tell me what you're doing. You shouldn't keep secrets from your mother. Love always, Mother. Okay. P.S. What do you mean I have to address the letters to Rector? Is that what they call you there? Why? Your name is Wilbur Quigley. It's a good name. Wilbur was your uncle's name. He fought in the Battle of Riverdan. We are all so proud of him. Are you ashamed of your given name? Why are you ashamed, Wilbur? What? Poor Wilbur. We gotta burn this letter, bro. Can't let them know what his government name is. It's so big. Hello, Gatsy.
Honored, Inquisitor. Gatsy Sturhald. Did my part on the walls. Now I'm on this strange collection you've brought us. Don't know its worth to the fight exactly, but it's good workmanship.
It was in-game for me and I was still finding stuff. Oh my goodness. What are these tiles? Can you interpret the meaning? What is your experience? What's your experience?
Where did you learn your skills?
Orzammar. Carved a few statues in my day. And before you ask, yes, I chose to leave. I carved a paragon who turned out to be a sodding madwoman.
Aww.
Couldn't stand looking at it. The memory of a dwarf, right?
What are these tiles?
Any ideas about the origin of these reliefs?
To Vinter, early. It's in the tool marks, the grain. That's hard dust mined from the 100 Pillars, if I know anything. Oh, I suppose the scene is probably full of Tevinter robes, too.
The 100 Pillars?
Damnedest things. Massive spires that aren't stone. It's like a mortar. Don't know more than that. Strong, though.
Can you interpret the meaning?
Do you have any insight into the stories these tiles are supposed to depict?
Tell you what. You finish one, and I'll write it up. Who better, right? A good dwarven perspective.
Another time.
Best of the vein, Inquisitor.
Okay. So this is a Tevinter castle or something. Hey, Solus. Can we talk about what happened? I'm gonna read your little note before I talk to you, though. Request for resources on the Fade. Regarding your request, as a noted partner of the Inquisition, Lady Monteliette has ensured our contracts are quick to reply. The few titles on hand accompany this letter, with the remaining en route from libraries in Valroyo and surrounding. Archivist Bannon. Oh, here's the... Okay, Fade and Spirits, Mysterious, by Brothers... Oh, Dinner TV. An Enchanter's Observation, The Unholy Grace, On Silver Chords, Wisdom Failed, The Hedge Mage, translation of the Ilian Excavation, Tevinter Journeys Inward, Our Orlesian Heart, Speaking to the Other, On Lyrium, Dalish Myth and Collection Truths Against... Okay. There are 2 more pages. Damn. He's like, I'm stocking up this library. Let's make some use for it. Can't wait. Is this Solus's room? Because he's got some sick wall art. This makes me think of like Skyrim and the oh! I didn't know these were connected. What the heck? Okay. Crows everywhere. I know.
Sleep well?
That's a crazy thing to ask me, Solus. In the library, there's an outside that leads to colon. Okay. Sleep well? That was incredible. That was, I don't know. That was strange. Did you sleep well? I slept great, Solus. Thank you for asking. Thanks for tucking me in the bed. Even though I do not know how I even got there. That was incredible. That was I don't know. It's strange.
I've never done anything like that before.
Lol.
Do you regularly talk to people in dreams?
No. Consider that one more rule you have effortlessly broken in your rise to power. I had no idea that the anchor would allow you to dream with such focus. It is truly remarkable. But I am reasonably certain we are awake now. And if you wish to discuss anything, I would enjoy talking.
Dang, I wonder if he ever gets super duper lost in dreams. He's like, I'm reasonably certain I'm not dreaming. So let's talk. There is that 1% though, that this could all be fake. Tell me about your journeys.
I'd like to hear more about what you saw in your exploration of the Fade.
I would be happy to share it with you.
Tell me about spirits.
Tell me about a spirit you encountered.
I met a friendly spirit who observed the dreams of village girls as love first blossomed in their adolescence.
Oh.
With subtlety, she steered them all to village boys with gentle hearts, who would return their love with gentle kindness. The matchmaker, so I called her.
Aww.
That small village never knew its luck.
Ah, that's so sweet. You have good stories. Tell me about old ruins.
Tell me about the old ruins you explored.
I found the ruin of Barandur, a lost Tevinter city buried deep beneath a dead and barren wasteland. Volcanic ash had sealed it tight. In one dark moment, every living creature in the city seared and smothered.
Oh.
They were statues in the ashes, like a mold made to recall the lost.
Whoa, I bet the memories there are like crazy if they were literally like surrounded by the volcanic ash stuff.
Tell me about the old memories you found in the Fade.
I saw a savage human horde go marching toward the battlefront. They sang a soldier's hymn to keep formation. The primal music shook the ground. These savage, unwashed warriors carried harmonies no chantry choirs mastered. Though their cause was all but hopeless, they sang songs that made the spirits weep.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
Solus, you're so strange. What? What is happening? Are we having tea now? He didn't like it.
Something wrong with your tea?
It is tea. I detest this stuff. But this morning, I need to shake the dreams from my mind. I may also need a favor.
Am I like speed running his little talking thing? Or maybe it's because I just keep getting approval with him that it just keeps advancing his next cutscene. He's like, ew. That's funny. I don't know. You feel like elves would like tea, you know, like nature. Name it.
You just have to ask.
What besties, me and you?
One of my oldest friends has been captured by mages.
Oh.
Forced into slavery.
Oh.
I heard the cry for help as I slept.
Oh my god. Okay, one of your oldest... So it's a spirit. Or a demon. Or whatever the heck. We'll rescue your friend. How did you hear the cry? You have friends? We'll rescue your friend, Solus.
I'd be happy to help. What did these mages use to capture your friend? Blood magic?
A summoning circle, I would imagine.
Yeah, blood magic.
I'm sorry?
My friend is a spirit.
Yeah,
wisdom. Unlike the spirits clamoring to enter our world through the rifts, it was dwelling quite happily in the Fade. It was summoned against its will, and wants my help to gain its freedom and return to the Fade.
I suspected as much. Okay. Why didn't it want in? That's very ignorant, Evander.
I thought spirits wanted to find their way into this world.
Some do, certainly. Just as many Orlesian peasants wish they could journey to exotic Rivain. But not everyone wants to go to Rivain. My friend is an explorer, seeking lost wisdom and reflecting it. It would happily discuss philosophy with you, but it had no wish to come here physically.
I wish I remembered what spirit it was that was in the Mage origin that you meet in the harrowing. I'm gonna look it up because it's driving me crazy. I always think about him whenever they talk about spirits in the Fade. I'm like, yeah, there was that one guy. Because I remember being so confused by him whenever I was playing for the first time. So long ago. Yeah, Spirit of Valor. Valor is a benevolent spirit met by the Magi protagonist in the Fade during the harrowing. I always keep an eye out for him. I'm always like, ever since Justice, I was like, oh, come on, Valor? Like I'm looking out for him. He left a great impression on me. Okay. It would happily discuss why would they summon it? To control it, Evander? Did you not learn anything in the circle?
Do you have any idea what the mages want with your friend?
No. It knows a great deal of lore and history, but a mage could learn that simply by speaking to it in the Fade. It is possible that they seek information it does not wish to give, and intend to torture it.
Oh. I'll help.
All right. Let's go get your friend.
Thank you.
Oh, he's so happy.
I got a sense of my friend's location before I awoke. I'll mark it on our map.
Solus, do you know Valor? Oh my god. Solus, I want you to meet Anders. Solus, we're best friends. What is this? What is this? I have a skull. Anyway. I want you to meet Anders from my previous life.
Inquisitor.
Investigate. Tell me about your journeys.
I'd like to hear more about what you saw in your exploration of the Fade.
I would be happy to share it with you.
Oh my god, he loves me. Okay, wait. So will he just tell me the same thing? I'll do the spirit one.
Tell me about a spirit you encountered.
The Alamari crossed the Frostback Mountains to escape a beast they called the Shadow Goddess in their stories. I met the spirit that they fled. She walks the Fade along the southern tundra, weeping lonely and forgotten. Great Fereld informed, because a lonely spirit drove her prey away.
Oh wow. And they're different. He tells me different stories. Please, Hawk, my previous life is standing right outside Solus. We must meet them. This goes where? Oh. To Colin? Oh my god, this place is crazy. He's getting coffee. Probably talking to Hawk. I would hate to have to like first day on the job working at this place. My god. What? This is where he has to climb a ladder to get to bed. Oh my god. Also, we can see his bed. Poor. This is Colin's room. Oh my god. He's got I feel like he's got the worst of it right now. I have a great room. I like her hat. Eric. On the roof? Well, Varric's here. Good thing I went on the roof. I would have never thought to look on the roof, to be honest. I was just running around. Hi, Varric. Funny meeting you here. Where's your friend?
Inquisitor, meet Hawk, the champion of Kirkwall.
Though I don't use that title.
He's beautiful. He's beautiful. He's beautiful.
Hawk, the Inquisitor.
Oh my god, we look the exact same.
I figured you might have some friendly
hair's just
advice
swept back.
about Corypheus. You and I did fight him after all.
I'm just a younger you.
This view reminds me of my home in Kirkwall. I had a balcony that overlooked the whole city. I loved it at first. But after a while, all I could see were the people out there depending on me.
Oh, you didn't like... Yeah. Not the leader material. Not leader type. Hawk's other cousin. I'm the other cousin. I know how that feels. I don't dwell on it. I've seen the cost of losing. I wonder if Hawk has, like, any new opinions on mages. I don't dwell on it. Oh, is he trying to relate to me right now? I've seen the cost of losing.
You heard about Haven? I have. That's why we're here now. And why I have battlements instead of balconies.
May they serve you well.
Varric said that you fought Corypheus before.
Fought and killed. The Grey Wardens were holding him, and he somehow used his connection to the Darkspawn to influence them.
Corypheus got into their heads, messed with their minds, turned them against each other.
If the Wardens have disappeared, they could have fallen under his control again.
I can't believe Hawk's here. This is wild. Oh, wow. The Wardens have disappeared. They could have fallen under his control again. We have one Blackwall. He's here. I just have to find him. Is it reversible? That's not good. Could have doesn't cut it. Is it reversible?
If that's what happened to the Wardens, do you think we can free them?
It's possible. But we need to know more first. I've got a friend in the Wardens. He was investigating something unrelated for me. His name is Stroud. The last time we spoke, he was worried about corruption in the Warden ranks. Since then, nothing.
Corypheus would certainly qualify as corruption in the ranks. Did your friend disappear with them?
No. He told me he'd be hiding in an old smuggler's cave near Crestwood.
Ugh. All I see is... I wish I could have imported all my stuff. Ah. What were you investigating? Probably red lyrium or something.
If you didn't know about Corypheus, what were you doing with the Wardens?
The Templars in Kirkwall were using a strange form of lyrium. It was red. I'd hoped the Wardens could tell me more about it.
Corypheus had Templars with him at Haven. They looked like they'd been exposed to the lyrium you describe.
Hopefully my friend in the Wardens will know more.
My friend in the Wardens. This is bad for the Wardens. It's worth a shot. Thank you. Well, it's worth a shot.
I'll take any lead I can get at the moment.
Good. I'll do whatever I can
Good.
to help. Corypheus is my responsibility. I thought I'd killed him before. This time, I'll make sure of it.
Hawk, do you get a room?
Inquisitor.
Or you just live on the roof? He lives here? Is he just here? What? We need Hawk in the meeting in the war room. Why are you alone?
I heard you had family and friends in Kirkwall.
They all died.
Where are they
Evander.
now?
When the Wardens began acting strangely, I had my friend Aveline take my brother out of the Free Marches. My uncle Gamble
Brother?
is still in Kirkwall. But everyone else I used to know, they've pretty much scattered to the winds.
Brother? Is he a mage? Is it random? On whether... So, okay, so like canonically... What? Wait, so canonically, Hawk is a mage? Like in default origin, in default world? Default Inquisition world? That's wild. Because I just think of the box art, the cover of him holding a sword. Maybe I'm just crazy. Maybe... No way, he has to be a mage if Carver's alive. What has Varric told you?
I assume Varric's been feeding you information about the Inquisition? What did he say about me?
Only good things, I promise.
Oh.
I was a little surprised, actually. Varric isn't one for religion in general, but he thinks highly of the Inquisition.
You fought Corypheus?
You said you thought you killed Corypheus?
The Grey Wardens had him imprisoned. They used my father's blood in a ritual to seal Corypheus inside. But he could still reach out and influence the Warden's thoughts. He sent them after me. And I didn't just think I killed him. When the fight was done, he was dead on the ground. Maybe his tie to the Blight somehow brought him back. Or maybe it's old Tevinter magic. But he was dead. I swear it.
I killed him! I killed him! Where have you been?
Where did you go after the mages rebelled?
I heard the Chantry might be sending an exalted march to Kirkwall to put down the rebellion.
Oof.
I hoped that leaving would save lives and force the Divine to divide her forces to come after me.
You left them?
As it turned out, I needn't have bothered. All the circles started rising
Oh,
up.
okay.
And the exalted march never came.
So they just defended themselves. Someone says it could be seen as canon because of the Dragon Age 2 Destiny trailer. Oh. That's just one opinion, though. So what, in like the trailer, was he like used as a mage or something? Crazy. He doesn't dress like a mage. He dresses like a rogue. What happened in Kirkwall?
Varric said you were the champion of Kirkwall. I've only heard a little about what happened there.
What happened at Kirkwall was the same thing that happened everywhere.
I don't think so.
Fearful of blood magic and abominations, the Templars brutally suppressed the Circle. And in their desperation to survive, the mages of the Circle turned to blood magic, or became abominations. Finally, a rebel mage named Anders destroyed Kirkwall's Chantry. And everything came tumbling down.
You knew Anders?
I heard that Anders was your friend. What was he like?
I don't know if there ever was just Anders. He was crazy. By the end, there was nothing left in him except this insane need to start a war no one could win.
You loved him! You loved him! You loved him, but you forgot!
We'll talk later.
I'll meet you at Crestwood.
You could have agreed with him and run away with him, Hawk. And that's what you did. You did that. It's just more this time shit. Get me out of here. That's so cool that he's here, though. But, like, you guys were friends. I wonder what Solus would say if I told him about Anders. I hope he wouldn't be... I know, he started a war, but, like, come on. He's covering for Anders. Okay, so we met them. There's the war room. I want to go talk to Liliana. There we go. Oh, it was the ladder. Okay. Hello.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
So am I.
Are they breaking up?
The names of those we lost.
Oh.
You must blame me for this.
What? Why? Now that you mention it, it was your fault. Why would I blame her? Trying to remember, like... I don't know why I would blame her. I blame Corypheus.
We all saw who attacked us. We know exactly who to blame.
I keep wondering if I could have done something different. When the first of my lookouts went missing, I pulled the rest back, awaiting more information. If they'd stayed in the field, they could have bought us more time. I was afraid to lose my agents. And instead, we lost Haven.
Or we could have lost both.
More likely they would have stayed out there, died, and we would have lost Haven anyway.
You don't know that. Their lives could have bought Haven a small chance.
Do I
My
need to
people
harden her
know
like I
their
hardened
duty.
Alistair?
They know the risks. They understand that the Inquisition may call upon them to give their lives.
Our people aren't tools to be used and discarded. Your instincts were right. Their lives matter.
Can we afford such sentimentality? What if Corypheus...
We are better than Corypheus.
Am I saying the right things to you, Liliana? Am I having to make you learn how to have a heart again? Or do I need to make you, like, ruthless and cold? Like, what? On the condition of your charges, dear Liliana, you'll be happy to learn that your friends are doing well. Schmooples II is still unhappy about his meal plan and tries to get into the pantry. I had to have a bolt installed, and now he whines constantly. The two little ones are still a handful, but good news. I managed to discourage Boulette from relieving herself on the silk rug Justinia gave you. Felicine from 2 doors over has been visiting almost every day to play with the nugs. She's quite delightful, and Schmooples II is fond of her. I suspect it is because she brings him sweets from her father's shop. I had to ask her governess to keep her from visiting the house, however, as someone tried to infiltrate it 2 nights ago. An agent of one of the Blanchards, hoping to uncover some of the Nightingale's secrets. I neutralized and interrogated him. His ability to withstand questioning was deplorable. Someone needs to talk to the Blanchards about their spies. All I had to do was put Schmooples II in his face and tell him that I hadn't fed the creature that day. Your pet played his part admirably. I received your orders and will depart for Ferelden as soon as possible. I have arranged for Garter to speak over nug keeping. Oh, to take over Sparrow. Whoa. You must miss Justinia.
The Divine's death hit you hard. How have you been feeling?
Oh, you are referring to my outburst in Haven. I am much better now. She was a good friend, and it will take time to get used to her absence. But thank you for asking. It is appreciated.
I'll do the judgment
Anything I should know?
after
It
this.
seems that the Orlesian army is awaiting our next move. Some of the generals are sympathetic to our cause, others are still suspicious. Our actions are under a great deal of scrutiny.
I'll leave
Understandable.
You to your work.
Okay. Let's go do judgment. Wait. Find time to close the border. The news is dire. There are rumors that our warden brothers and sisters in Ferelden have all perished. Without the Grey Wardens, the Blight will take Ferelden. Then it will undoubtedly spread. It will go north to Navarra. In the marches, it will come west to Orlais. At the head will be an archdemon, and in its wake will come thousands upon thousands of darkspawn. We must be ready to stare squarely into the eyes of oblivion. Many of you have asked why we remain here when such threats are mounting in the east. The problem, you see, is not a new one for us. Politics. To say Ferelden and Orlais have been at odds is an understatement. These two are like dogs and cats. We wardens are Arlesian by address only, but that does not seem to matter to Ferelden leaders. Word is that the king of Ferelden is dead. Huh? Word is that the king of Ferelden is dead, and his successor, Loghain Mactyr, decrees that no warden set foot in the country. Mactyr, a national hero, helped expel invading Orlesian forces from Ferelden. Seems to have it out for our order too. Maybe he doubts our abilities. Maybe he is more foolish than the history books have made him out to be. This is why we must wait, even as Ferelden willingly welcomes its fate. An address by Warden Constable Blackwall of Val... Loghain is alive? But I literally saw Alistair... Did he die during the Haven attack? Maybe this is an old letter. Like, maybe this is whenever it was all happening. Yeah, it must be old. It must be an old letter. Note found in Skyhold's rookery, Sadler. Baron Plucky. I don't care how many missions he's flown or how many lives his actions have saved. He is a holy terror. Nearly pecked out my eyes the last time I tried to attach a message to him. All the dramatic flapping and squawking caused the sister to come over. You should have seen her look when she'd snatched the letter from me. If I had a weaker constitution, it might have killed me on the spot. I suppose she thought I was trying to murder her prized raven. And all she had to do was coo at him, and the Baron hopped onto her shoulder, all sweetness, and nestled into her neck. How did she do it? All the birds like her. Is it blood magic? It's blood magic, isn't it? Weaver. It could be. But probably not. Death on the wall. One of our finishers, Garen, fell from the scaffolding and landed on a paving stone. He had a breath for an hour, but his eyes were still. He died, and the Chantry sisters wrapped him up. What should we do? Foreman and Therese. Have them commit his body with those we have lost since Haven. I will record his sacrifice for the Inquisition, move his fellow workers to another site, and allow time off with pay if they request. Ensure that all workers do their jobs safely. We are in a war, not a race. Rushing does no good if we harm ourselves. We are all the Inquisition. Lady Monteliette.
Oh, plenty. No one interesting, though.
This is a crazy chair.
Impressive, is it not? Fit for a leader, meant to show influence
It
and
looks very
the burden
Deventer.
of it. It is where the Inquisition will sit in judgment. Where you will sit in judgment.
A grim responsibility. I kill enough people as it is. Will execute people here? Who will I judge?
Who will I be judging, exactly?
Those who have done wrong. You will know of them, at the very least. All this presumes they have survived their initial encounter with you, of course.
Grim responsibility. Execution! This is it. This is very exciting. Oh my goodness. My circle mage has been waiting for this. When he has the power to decide on who lives and who dies. Oh my god. What have you gotten yourself into, young man? A grim responsibility.
Still more lives in my hands.
You are a beacon of law, Inquisitor, as others retreat from responsibility. But this needn't be bloody. The Inquisition's sovereignty is derived from the allies who validate it. You are both empowered and bound. Justice has many tools.
Justice!
If their application is clever, execution may even seem merciful by comparison.
I run away from my newfound duty. I know, I love her voice too. Let's begin.
Is there anyone I should judge?
Take the throne when you're ready. We will bring him before you.
Look at me. I look great. This is wild. That's wild. This is crazy.
This was a surprise. After you returned from the bogs, we discovered this man attacking the building. with a goat.
This guy. What? He must have belonged. Oh my god.
Chief Movran the Under. He feels slighted by the killing of his Avar tribesmen, who repeatedly attacked you first. What should we do with him? Where should he go?
I'm judging leftovers now? Who is this man? I've never met this man before. I haven't met him either. It's just I remember the Avar. So I knew where he was coming from. Are you still a threat? With a goat? I'm judging leftovers now? Are you still a threat?
You're a chieftain of the Avar. Will your attacks persist?
Obviously.
A courtroom? Unnecessary. You killed my idiot son, and I answered, as is my custom, by smacking your holdings with goat's blood.
Oh, it's tradition?
Don't look at me.
Tradition, it's okay.
Foul. You meant to murder Tevinters, but got feisty with your Inquisition. A red-headed mother guarantees a brat.
Oh, is that what...
Do as you've earned, Inquisitor. My clan yields. My remaining boys have brains still in their heads.
Sounds good to me. Drive them out of my lands. Is it called a gibbet? Arm and exile him to Deventer? Wait, a gibbet? Is that like public humiliation or something? But yeah, driving them out means like really like driving them all out. This is like, I don't know if this means he's killed, but it's not a good thing. And this seems like, I guess it's just him. It's not driving out all his people. It's just driving out him specifically. And I guess arming him to fight these people, so...
It seems our conflict was accidental, Chief Movran, but it can't be repeated. I banish you and your clan, with as many weapons as you can carry.
Oh, and his clan, damn.
Winter.
My idiot boy got us something after all.
Good. And also this. That man was confusing. He seemed happy with it. So maybe Teventer won't be so bad for them.
You recall Gerion Alexius of
Oh,
Teventer.
this guy.
Ferelden has given him
Killed
to
this
us
guy.
as an acknowledgement of your aid. The formal charges are apostasy, attempted enslavement, and attempted assassination on your own life, no less. Teventer has disowned and stripped him of his rank. You may judge the former magister as you see fit.
These are grave charges. The apostasy sticks out.
Remind me, what's the precedent for nearly ripping apart time at the seams?
Well,
I couldn't save my son. Do you think my fate matters to me?
Will you offer nothing more in your defense?
You've won nothing.
What is this?
The people you saved, the acclaim you've gathered. You'll lose it all in the storm to come. Render your judgment, Inquisitor.
Oh my god. No way. That's I want him to research. I want him researching magic. I'm executing him myself, imprison him. He'll serve very close mages. I can have him research? Your guy's pose is 10 out of 10. This is crazy. Imprison him! I want him useful, because I remember what I told Liliana. I made her spare that one guy that sold out her agents or whatever. Researching is good? Okay, I want him... I think, because I mean, like, it's one of the other magical options. I'm not gonna make him tranquil. Oh my god, like, I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy, bro.
Your magic was theoretically impossible, Alexius. I could use people like you. Your sentence is to serve, under guard, as a researcher on all things magical for the Inquisition.
No execution? Very well.
Make some use for your brain. Oh my god, Dorian. I wonder what he thinks of this. Cass, I'm not surprised. Should have made Drake Will. You know what? I think my guy... Keep your enemies close. Or keep your friends close and your enemies closer, or whatever. Dorian. Hello.
Anything interesting?
A letter regarding Felix, Alexius' son. He went to the Magisterium, stood on the Senate floor and told them of you. A glowing testimonial, I'm informed. No news on the reaction, but everyone back home is talking. Felix always was as good as his word.
Was?
He's dead. The Blight.
Yeah, I figured. I figured. So quickly? I'm sorry for your loss.
Are you all right?
He was ill, and thus on borrowed time anyhow.
It doesn't mean you can't regret his death.
I know. Felix used to sneak me treats from the kitchens when I was working late in his father's study.
They were so in love.
Don't get into trouble on my behalf, I tell him. I like trouble, he'd say. Tevinter could use more mages like him. Those who put the good of others above themselves.
You two involved? Evander clocked it too, finally. Dints. What about yourself? You might be idealizing him.
Were the two of you...
Lol.
Felix and I?
I'm asking everybody this question.
No. I had no intention of abusing Alexius's hospitality by seducing his son. Not that I've been proper my whole life, by any means. It wasn't like that. Even in illness, Felix was the best of us. With him around...
They were just like best
you
bros.
Knew things could be better.
Why'd I have to ask? Now I know they were just really good buddies, but still. You might be idealizing him. Follow his example. What about yourself?
You make it sound like he was a better person than you.
What a mad thing to say. Few people
Lol.
are better than I. Very well, a better person, clearly, not nearly as handsome.
I agree.
Thankfully, Felix wasn't the only decent sort kicking around Thedas.
Wah, it's me. I'm so decent. I'm so decent, Dorian. That's what they call me. It's my middle name. Evander Decent Trevelyan. I want to touch bro's mustache. Yeah, he has a really good facial hair.
I'm told you have Alexius researching magic for you. Research is always what made
Oh,
him
he
happy.
likes it.
Perhaps I'll even go talk to him eventually. One word of advice. If he suggests altering time as a way to solve all your problems, give it a pass.
Tell me about the Imperium. Tell me about Alexis.
You said Alexius was a mentor of yours.
He was my patron, sponsoring me to the higher levels of the Circle of Magi. In return, my successes were his. I had a lot of successes, naturally. Alexius was most pleased. He and I used to talk over brandy about the corruption. How we could one day make real change in the Imperium. Then he gave up.
Yeah, he became crazy.
He stopped trying.
Why?
Why did he give up?
On a journey to Hosburg, a Darkspawn raid killed his wife and sickened his son.
Oh.
I remember hearing the news. He hadn't been there, you see. Alexius was convinced he could have protected them. And the guilt tore him up. I helped him with his research for a while, and then we drifted apart.
I mean, you argued.
You mean you fought with him?
I told him to snap out of it, move on. I thought I had all the answers. Later, I regretted my hasty words. But we didn't speak again until he approached me for the Venatori. Too much pride, I suppose. Plus, I was busy drinking. One must have priorities.
Of course. Did you miss him? I think you felt guilty. But you followed him. Did you miss him?
Was it hard being away from him?
It was hard not having a patron, yes. I'm not exactly built to fit in. At any rate, he's fallen so low, I doubt he'll ever get up. Sad, really.
He's like a Batman villain, altering time. Yes, I agree. Like, don't let him convince you to start ripping open the Fade and, you know, throwing you through time again. So let's let him research. That's what he likes doing best, but don't let him get too crazy with it.
I'd like to ask you about Tevinter.
Popular topic. Anything specific?
Ooh, Corypheus was a Magister.
Corypheus is a figure out of Tevinter history. He was a Magister.
Yes, but that was a different time. The Imperium's power was at its peak then. The Civil War had ended. The Magisterium was united, its armies scooping up bits of Thedas like candy. The Magisters who entered the Black City. It was a demonstration of how exceptional Tevinter had become.
But who were they?
No one knows. There's no record of a Magister named Corypheus. All this happened 1400 years ago, before the Blight nearly wiped us out. There are no records. Today, people half believe it's all just a story. That's what I believed.
But it's not a story.
We have evidence the story is very much
He knows
real.
now.
But not who Corypheus is. If he even remembers. There used to be families who claimed some of those Magisters as their own. That stopped when the Chantry appeared. Then it was shameful, and the families distanced themselves from the tale. All we know is that some men and women entered the Black City looking for the old gods. What did they find? According to Corypheus, nothing. And only he could tell us more.
That's all I wanted to know.
Fair enough.
That's so cool.
I should go.
I want to
I
know
thought we were just getting
more.
to the good part.
There is something I wish to discuss, Inquisitor.
Oh. Well.
Another completed
Inquisitor,
work of whatever
if
they
you
used
have a
to call
moment.
Okay.
My Lord Inquisitor, it's good of you to speak with me. I have news regarding one of your companions.
What has he done? Don't like him, do you? What has he done?
Has Dorian done something wrong?
No, thankfully. It's
Me and him
nothing
both
like
side.
that. I have been in contact with his family. House Pavas
Huh?
out of Carenas. Are you familiar with them?
They're not on good terms.
He's mentioned his family. They don't appear to be on good terms.
Yes. I believe you're correct. The family sent a letter describing the estrangement from their son and pleading for my aid. They've asked to arrange a meeting quietly without telling him. They fear it's the only way he'll come.
They're gonna kidnap
You seem to
him.
be on good terms with the young man. I'd hoped.
I'm not going to trick Dorian. I'll think about it. I have no time for this. This is legitimate? What kind of meeting? Why would they contact you? They don't want to tell him? They don't want to tell him?
They don't want Dorian to know? That seems odd.
They believe the young man would refuse.
Yeah.
And the letter implies he'd have cause. Yet, they are remorseful for whatever came before. This is a chance for dialogue.
No.
There is deceit in bringing the young man to this meeting without his foreknowledge, I know. But does it not lead to a greater kindness?
No. Some ties cannot be mended. And you're asking to bring more Tevinter mages into this freaking building, bro? What kind of meeting?
Just what kind of meeting did they have in mind?
I believe they just want to talk, to understand why Dorian felt he had to come here. Somewhere private, away from Skyhold, but not in Tevinter. You make them nervous, I think. They don't understand why he's here with the Inquisition. They want him to come home.
No, he's... And you want him gone.
I imagine you'd be relieved to see him gone.
If this is what it seems, and it works out, it might be better for all concerned.
So she does want him gone. It would be gross not to tell Dorian too, I think, considering the Inquisition is an outside party. I mean, even if he was an inside party too, though. Like, I'm not his, like... You just can't be contacting family like this. Oh my god. Why would they contact you?
Why would his family contact you?
Because they don't know you, Inquisitor. I am not of the Imperial Chantry, but they know what I represent. These are parents concerned about the welfare of their son. How could I not do whatever possible? I would speak to the young man myself, but he does not care for me. Thus I come
So you're
to
hoping
you.
to use our connection to manipulate me?
We must try.
I'm not going to trick Dorian.
If you think I'm going to trick Dorian into meeting his family...
I feared you might say that. The family will send a retainer to meet the young man at the Red Cliff Tavern.
What? You're gonna...
If he truly does not wish this reunion, he can always end the matter there.
Okay, a retainer is better than the family, though.
Your mind, Inquisitor. Perhaps their letter will persuade you. If there is any chance of success in this, it behooves
I'll just tell him about the letter. I'm gonna talk to him and not trick him, and I'll ask him if he wants to go. Yeah, I'm gonna speak to Dorian. What? Let's see if this letter changes my mind. Official looking letter. Your Reverence, I understand that you feel inadequate to the task of bringing Dorian to a secret meeting. Even in the asking, I find it difficult to believe myself. Considering my son has rebuffed all contact, this is the only way. I know him. He would be too proud to come if he knew. Even just to talk. That is all we wish to do. The thought of Dorian in the south placing himself in the path of such danger alarms us more than I can express. If this somehow succeeds, we have a family retainer at the Vandal Hills watching for Dorian's arrival. He will bring the boy to us, somewhere private. If Dorian utterly refuses to go with him, it ends there, and there is nothing we can do. We are at our wits' end. Graciously yours, Magister Howard of House Pavus. Time to go speak to Dorian. Yeah, because he's not on good terms with his family, and do you think that his parents love him? They might, but the way Dorian describes it, I don't know. Can't really remember what all he said about his family, but he's a bit bitter. I know he's a designer baby. Dorian, awful news, awful news. You won't believe what this witch downstairs tried to make you do. Let's gossip.
I could watch you roam Skyhold all day.
Oh.
There you run, checking in on your followers. Why don't they come to you? Feed you, rub your shoulders.
I love him.
I suppose it's more fun this way. For me, I mean. You're rather strapping.
Oh my god. Whoa, Dorian. It's so true. Don't flirt with me. I can say the same of you. Oh my god, let's go.
I've noticed you're rather strapping yourself.
Lol.
Of course you have. That only takes eyes.
Luckily, I have those.
You do.
Oh my god.
A rather fetching pair.
Oh my god.
At any rate,
Oh my
you
god.
didn't pass by to hear me fawn. Something on your mind?
Unfortunate news, Dorian. I'm so sorry to take us away from this happy moment. But your father sent a letter.
Dorian, there's a letter you need to see.
A letter? Is it a naughty letter?
No.
A humorous proposal from some Antivan dowager?
Not quite. It's from your father.
From my father. I see. And what does Magister Hallwood want, pray tell?
A meeting.
Show me this letter. I know my son?
Lol.
What my father knows of me would barely fill a thimble. This is so typical. I'm willing to bet this retainer is a henchman, hired to knock me on the head and drag me back to Tevinter.
I bet. I hope flirting with the other characters won't get them mad. Because I do kind of want to... I know you can't date Colin, but if any more of those show up, I do kind of want to click them just to see what he'd say. I want to fluster him. It's like I'm not flirting with Colin to get with him. I'm flirting with him to fluster him. I won't let him.
That would be hard to do while I stood there.
He expects me to travel with Mother Giselle, although Maker knows why he'd think I would. Let's go. Let's meet this so-called family retainer.
See where it's gonna go anyway.
We escape and kill everyone. You're good at that. If it's not, I send the man back to my father with a message that he can stick his alarm in his wit's end.
You're good at that. Thank you. It's one of my many talents. I just blink at him. I'm like, yeah, I guess so. I guess that's what I've been doing, huh? What's the issue between you? Mm-hmm.
There seems to be bad blood between you and your family.
Interesting turn of phrase. But you're correct. They don't care for my choices, nor I for theirs.
Because you wouldn't get married? Because you left?
That too.
That too. Should he talk to him? Nah, let's go.
Let's go meet this retainer then.
I wonder how much my father paid this man to wait around just in case I showed. We'll find out soon enough.
Okay. Thoughts? Where's your head at?
I can't believe my father's gall. Of course, he couldn't come here to Skyhold.
It's pretty intimidating.
That would be too much. But contacting some southern cleric on the sly, much wiser. If this is some Venatori connivance, I will be utterly disappointed.
I should go.
You know where I'll be.
Where's that Cole guy? So much is happening in this keep. Like, I have, like, companions who have a lot of problems. Blackwall, hi! How are you doing?
So, this is Skyhold.
There's my room.
Come, let's walk the ramparts. I want to examine our fortifications.
Okay. I guess this is how we bond. Oh, look at my cool
We'll be able
outfit.
to see Corypheus coming from miles away.
We're safe for now. If we see him, he sees us. And we'll be ready for him.
On the other hand, that means he can see us from miles away.
Lol.
Let him come. I swear I'll take the twister bastard down.
Flim_Flame rated the
even if I
stream
have
with
to
4
die to do
viewers.
it.
Lol. Lol. Raid. Raid. Hello. Hello. Hello, Flame. Thank you for the raid. Hello, 4 viewers. Welcome. I'm playing Dragon Age Inquisition. Hello, John. Look at my little guy's smirk. Look, I'm like smiling at him, all goofy. Yes. It's hard to explain what's happening right now. But right now I'm exploring my new residence. I just inherited a castle. Well, not inherited. I just was guided to a castle, and now I am exploring my new home. Oh, Flame. Oof, you missed a good bit. I'm sad to say. But I mean, it's nothing like crazy. I've just been exploring this new castle. It's just a lot of character interaction. I've been talking to a lot of of the companions around here, and I think the funniest thing to happen was talking to Solus, because he was like, oh yeah, we can talk, but we can't talk here, and he leads me away, and it fades to black, and then suddenly we're back in Haven, the place that just got destroyed by a dragon. And then suddenly we were back to where I was like chained up at the very beginning, and we were just talking about those moments, and I was sitting there thinking like, this can't be real, like this is fade shit, like how did we get back here? We just left, this place should be in flames. And then he was like, yeah, you're dreaming, wake up. And then I wake up in my bed and I'm like, how did I get here? Why did he guide me away? I'm sorry. I'm still like thinking about that. So funny to me. He was bringing you down memory lane. Yeah, he was. And he was like, and then I was like, this isn't real, is it? And he was like, no, we're dream walking. And then he whispers and he's like, wake up. And I'm like, oh, and then I wake up in my bed. Like, who put me in my bed? Solus, you tucked me in? Like, what the heck? Anyway. And then I did some talking to Liliana. Oh, talking to Dorian. I just got done talking to Dorian. And apparently, if you remember, he pranked ya. Yeah, Solus does have the muscles for it. Oh my god. If you remember Mother Giselle, she was like the woman that I was helping to get potions for. She was in the Chantry in Haven. She was she got a letter from Dorian's family asking to go talk to him and everything, and she doesn't like Dorian. I'm picking up here and she wants him gone, so she wanted to come to me to try and have me manipulate him to go speak to his parents by not telling him, like that's what he would be doing, like tricking him to go. And then I was like, no, I'm not doing that. And she was like, well, I mean, I can't ask him because I know he wouldn't say yes to me and all these things. So I told him about it, and he was like, let's go and see what this is all about, blah, blah, blah. So we're going to go see what it's about anyway, but he'll be with me, and he'll be like knowing what's happening. That was crazy because after Haven fell, I walked in the blizzard. Like, I should have told you this first. Oh my god. So at the very beginning of all this, I was walking in the blizzard for I don't know how long, but it took forever, and my guy was so slow, and he would get slower and slower until like I thought he was like gonna like freeze in place. He like falls over and passes out. And then I guess during that time, people thought I guess he was dead or something, and then he comes back, and then they're all like, he really must be chosen, like he has to be the one. And so Mother Giselle starts singing a song to like, I guess, unify everyone, and then everyone starts singing a song, and they're all looking at me, and they're all singing to me. And then it was like really overwhelming, and then and also just really funny, just a little bit. It was also very touching. Like, I was like, oh wow. But and then Solus asks to like speak to me or whatever. He's like, come take a walk with me, and we talk and everything. And then he's like, I know a place that we can go, and he leads me here to this castle. So we have Solus to thank for that. Worship, yeah, it was quite wild. Like my normal handsome boy just suddenly falling into all this, like, whoa. Anyway, he gets there, and everyone's like, we need a leader or something, and they all elect me to be the Inquisitor. So I basically am the leader of this like Skyhold Haven thing. I am the leader of the Inquisition, I guess. I am the Inquisitor. And so that means I get to make judgments on people, and I can decide whether they live or die or go to prison or do other things for me. And that's crazy. This is crazy. Like, bro. Like, I'm just a guy. But people really think I'm chosen, bro. The power, yeah, it's like... And then, like, I was talking to Josephine, and I was like, you know, this is a pretty heavy burden to bear, like, having to decide these lives. And she was like, hey, this is your title now. Like, you better get used to it. Like, I don't know. I liked what she said, though. I was like, yeah, this is what I have to do now. I am the leader. Thank you. You're taking this hard. You're no good dead to me. Let him come. I swear I'll take this splash down. Thank you.
I'm grateful for your support.
It's my job, isn't it?
Oh.
Handling Darkspawn. Look.
He has such a silly
in spite
beard.
of it all, there is hope. The people flock to your banner. They believe in you.
Oh.
Tell me honestly. Are you what they say you are? Andraste's chosen?
He had to put some distance between us. I don't know. Yes. I'm not. I mean, at this point, I think we can safely say that we're not, because, we know where the mark comes from, kind of, isn't it? Like, well, I guess maybe we don't, but we know that it's the anchor that this ancient magister from 1,000 years ago wants from me, and it can control the fade and also time, maybe I'm just getting that time plot all mixed up, because I don't think it can really do anything once the hole is sealed. I think it's sealed now, so I don't think you can do any time stuff anymore. I don't know, it's all very confusing. Also, I'm glowing. Oh my god. Here we go. But I think at this point my guy would be like, no, I'm not.
I wish they'd understand that I'm really nobody.
You're somebody. Don't you see what you are to them?
Pep talk.
Without you, they'd be consumed by despair. We all would. They need you to be Andraste's messenger. It gives them hope. The truth doesn't matter.
So wait, should I just like
listen
pretend?
to me talk. Your time is valuable and I've wasted enough of it.
Oh my god. Let me just look out on this mountain and contemplate my life. Can I jump? Oh my god. I'm nobody. You're somebody. Avengers wants a break, but people keep promoting him. It's true. Oh my god, Flame. We also meet Hawk. We met Hawk. He's back. He's on the roof somewhere. He's around here, and he basically connected with me, or was trying to connect with me by explaining how he would take care of Kirkwall, but eventually all he would see when he looked out onto the city were people who needed him, or people who wanted something from him or something. And then my guy had the option to be like, I know what you mean. I didn't click that though. But it was a real heart-to-heart, maybe. Not really heart-to-heart, but him being like, hey man, I get that this sucks. or it can suck. Oh, and also he's a mage in this, I guess, Hawk. I mean, you don't know Hawk, but... Hold on, I'm gonna save and then I'm gonna jump. Oh. I can't jump. They put the invisible barriers up because they know how Evander gets sometimes. When the stress gets a little too much. I'm kidding. Jump on the other side? Baby gate. Okay, I can jump.
Majestic. How was a place like this ever lost?
You don't got anybody to talk to. You're just talking to yourself, Evander. Oh, I'm invincible. Okay, maybe I am the chosen of Andraste. Okay. We don't need a baby gate. I got titanium legs. Reinforced. Who are you? You don't even have a name. Oh gosh, this is gonna take... I'm gonna be in here forever.
Scout Harding.
Your worship.
What's new?
What's been going on?
Seeker Cassandra came through here, looking like a storm cloud.
Harding.
That's just her face, though, isn't it?
Have I met her before, or is she completely unique to this game? She's new? Okay. Oh, well, is she the one that greets me whenever I get to new places? Investigate. What are you doing here?
Shouldn't you be out there scouting?
In a bit. We're in Skyhold for supplies and a change of personnel. Not me, though. Indispensable.
Tell me about yourself.
So who's Scout Harding, really?
Me? Oh, I'm no one. Lived near Redcliffe all my life. Herded sheep for my neighbor. When the Inquisition came through my village, I helped by telling them everything I knew about the area. Then I signed on. Wanted to see the world before it was swallowed up by that thing out there.
Oh.
I have to go.
What's this? Grim.
Inquisitor. That's got a good ring to it. We're happy to be here, your worship. You need anything, let me know.
How can we use you?
Iron Bull said the chargers were at my disposal. Do you have any suggestions on how to use them?
I suspect Haven's quiet by now. Might be worth sending the boys back. We could recover some supplies, get an idea about the enemy's strength. We could even pick up any stragglers who haven't found Skyhold yet.
Okay. Tell me about the chargers. Let's discuss Iron Bull.
I'd like to know more about the Iron Bull.
The chief. First time I met him, he saved my life. I never thought I'd work for Canary, but he grows on you. He's not like any commander I've ever worked for. That's for damn sure.
What kind of commander is he?
How's Iron Bull as a commander?
If you know what you're doing and hold up your end, he's easy. He doesn't accept any less. If he keeps us alive, he leads from the front, and if you've an idea that'll win the fight, he listens. I've seen bands whose captains had to prove they were swinging the biggest sword. Bull isn't like that. The
I'm
charges
sure
might
he
give
is
him more
swinging the
lip
biggest
than you'd
sword, though.
expect, but every one of us would lay down our lives for the big ass.
How did you end up with him?
How did a Tevinter soldier wind up in a Kunari spy's mercenary company?
I wasn't a soldier at the time. I was in some trouble, trying to flee to Vinter. A Tribune and his men caught me in a border town tavern. They meant to make an example of me. Bull killed them.
Oh.
Gave up his eye doing it.
Oh.
Patched me up and asked if I was looking for work. I've been putting up with his jokes ever since.
He lost his eye for you.
That's how he lost the eye?
Yes. The guards had me on the tavern floor when Bull came inside and yelled for them to stop. One of them saw trouble coming and figured he'd finish me off. The guard had a flare. Bull put himself between me and the blow. Big horned idiot. Didn't even know me.
Aw. Is him being Quinari odd?
Is it strange to work for a Kunari?
He hasn't tried to convert us to the Qun, if that's what you're asking. The Bull's chargers don't care who you light a candle for, so long as your shield stays up. If he hadn't told me he was Ben Hasroth, I'd have thought he'd left that life behind.
I'm surprised he told you.
I didn't expect he'd tell you all that he was a spy.
Not the whole band, but those who've been around long enough to trust. He figures most of us would find out sooner or later, and it should come from him. Eyes to eye, he says. It's never messed up a job. He just writes letters back home. Lots of the boys write letters back home.
We'll talk later.
Carbot. Or Cabot.
Inquisitor.
And you are?
The bartender, Cabot.
Just the bartender?
You were expecting...
Welcome to the Inquisition. Nothing, I guess. Where's my old bartender?
I was expecting the same face from Haven.
It's not a hereditary profession. I think
What?
Fleesa...
Oh, so none of them stay?
She joined the Chantry. I don't understand the type, but that's her business. So...
Well, I know I saved her. So... Where did you train?
Where did you study? I assume you trained.
In bartending, I'm no alchemist. You mix the bottles that don't taste like nug, and you pretend to listen. I suppose I trained at home during feast day family visits. My specialty is ale. Old Antivan recipe. The secret is ale.
If you're so jaded, why join?
You're a bit of a hard ass. Why are you here?
If I could fight, I'd be in a helmet. If I was a mage, I'd throw fire. And probably be dead. But I can't do anything. Just like the hundreds of people who can't do anything. Who make sure the thousands who can do something can do it. Besides, if you know a safer place than your castle, do share.
Know any rumors?
What's the word out there?
Heard someone spitting your name. Worked up a good one, too.
He's got ale to sell.
What's the current mood?
Hope in the face of reality.
As you were.
Inquisitor.
I miss Flissa. She was so sweet. Now I'm stuck with this guy.
We are assembling quite the influential list of allies.
We could have stopped before that Black War.
Huh?
There are few orders as legendary or prestigious as the Grey Wardens.
They can just up and take your wares. Anything. Thieves hiding behind Blight.
Go to the top. Okay. I'm excited to meet him because he looks so cute. He made me think of Scarecrow. Like he's so Scarecrow coated with his big hat and his dead look and his wild hair.
Oh, Inquisitor, I joined. Sutherland, your worship. I saw some bandits, so I came to warn people. I'll let your warriors know and then stay out of the way.
A young, hopeful operation. Sutherland, who are you?
I hope I can help somehow. Maybe cleaning.
He's so hopeful and young. Full of innocence. Okay. Oh, after the dust settled, Cole was nowhere to be found. It's hard to believe he isn't hanging around somewhere in Skyhold. So he's in the lower courtyard where Blackwall was. Okay. Sick beds are okay. Bonnie Sims, Lizette. I haven't met these people yet. Okay. Is she a warden? What? Lizette, who are you?
Thank you for Haven. Less so for Redcliffe, but I am committed to serve your worship.
Oh, she doesn't agree with my mage business.
It was an archdemon, they say.
It wasn't. Diseased, maybe.
Diseased.
See it. It had colored fire.
My father saw the last archdemon.
Cole is the dude that just kind of showed up during the dragon attack, Mr. Big Hat. Yes. He like did that weird like point. And he was like, there, they're coming. And you just see them all marching down the hill. He's so fun. I'm excited. Hello, Bonnie.
Lord Inquisitor, Bonnie Sims at your service. I trust good secret was not too coarse. Now that you've come to some good fortune, you deserve an upgrade. As master of the tradesman, I stand ready to supply your every need.
Tradesman? How can I bring in commerce? How is business?
How are you doing? Good business?
Building. Always building. Thanks to you.
The tradesman?
Who or what are the tradesmen?
A following of sympathetic and profit-minded individuals who promote local craftsmen and fair importers. A guild of sorts. Although that implies counter-affiliations we are not interested in. Gossip. Our purpose in the Inquisition is legitimate and honorable. You will have what you need at honest prices.
You're master of your group?
Why are you a mere merchant if you are the master of this group?
I wish to avoid the suggestion that I am a posturing commander atop a structure of malcontents. It is better to remain active, hands-on. Do you not agree, Inquisitor?
Where is Sigrid?
Sigrid survived Haven. Where is he?
About? Doing good work for you and yours? But this position is now more desirable. It was time arrangements were made. I shall make every effort to prove that this is an upgrade.
What can you do for me?
What do you bring to the Inquisition?
What you need, and more. It takes great coordination to make a remote location seem central. While there is no doubt the boutiques of Valroyo display the grandest of the grand, they do not travel. At least, not yet.
Good night, sheep. Enjoy your reading. How does that thing on her neck not bother her on these high winds? I know it. Like, I'm surprised she's not more muffled, honestly. But
We'll speak another time.
Certainly, Lord Inquisitor.
Like, Orlesian fashion is so ridiculous. But I think it's all about kind of like hiding your identity and opulence and all these things. Jesus Christ. Okay. Maeve! Sorry. She's alive! She's alive! She's alive! She's not dead. Oh my god. She's alive.
Thank you for saving my life and giving us a chance to help. I'm mostly studying now, but Helisma can talk to you.
You do not know how sad I was whenever, so she was the person I would give those things to for research, and I was in like the library or whatever and talking to this tranquil mage, and she was like, yeah, I'm taking over for Meneve because she went off on they told me that she went off on a journey somewhere. And I was like, oh my god, they didn't tell her that she died at the attack on Haven. Because I thought she was one of the people that I didn't save. But I did save her, I did. She's alive. I don't know, I just thought it was like, I was so sad for all the tranquil mages that they wouldn't have her to be looked over. Because she looks out for them. Okay, anyway. Joyous, I'm so glad. Oh, this is your place? Nice place, Blackwall. We'll never know the people that got yoinked in the attack. I know that the potion guy got yoinked. I got sad about that. I couldn't save him in time. I didn't know it was a timed thing, so if I dilly-dallied, they died. And I wasn't quick enough for a Dawn, so he was the mage potion guy. Blackwall.
I've been meaning to thank you. There are 100 things that need your attention. You didn't have to take the time to help me, and yet you did.
I think I still can upgrade potions, hopefully, because another Tranquil took over that position. I think somebody took over that position. I kept looting every burning house. I didn't know. I thought that they were gonna be fine. I thought they could wait a minute. But like, I saved Flissa from the bar. I know that. And she wasn't there in this bar. But then again, Meneve got replaced too, and she's still around. Flissa was said to go to the Chantry, so maybe she's alive. It was a good cause. It was on the way. It helps our cause. It was on the way.
Don't mention it. We happen to be in the area.
And here I thought we were having a special bonding moment. But I've seen enough of this Inquisition to believe that we do good work.
We will do better. I'm just hiding the bad. I don't care what you think. We will do better.
There will be opportunities for us to do even more in the future.
Then I look forward to it.
Are wardens being corrupted?
Varric's friend Hawk said there were suspicions of corruption in Grey Warden ranks. Do you know anything about that?
Corruption? What sort of corruption?
Corypheus. He's been known to influence the minds of wardens.
That could very well explain why so many have disappeared.
Yo, is he like doing what the Archdemon did? Like calling them like, so what, can he just, that's wild. Don't fall for it, Blackwall. We gotta be strong. How's your state of mind? Yeah.
Are you feeling all right? No voices or anything?
If I start hearing things, I promise you'll be the first to know.
Oh, good. Thoughts on the Inquisition?
What do you think of the Inquisition?
This Inquisition is everyone's best friend. How Josephine managed to pull that off is beyond me.
She's really good. Thoughts on my advisors?
What do you think of my advisors?
Josephine's lovely.
Mm-hmm.
Craftier than you'd expect. The Inquisition could not have picked a better ambassador.
I think he has a crush. I think he has a crush on her. Thoughts on my inner circle?
You must have some feelings about our friends.
I fear for Cassandra sometimes. The way she throws herself into battle. I've never known a warrior like her.
You must have some feelings about our friends.
The less I think about Dorian, the better.
What do you think of the Inquisition's cause?
Restoring order is a goal I support wholeheartedly. But that's not the end of it, is it? Not by a half. The Lady Seeker believes we are restoring the Chantry. Others say it needs reform. I don't know where you stand on the matter, and I'll admit I haven't made up my mind either.
Stays glazing Cassandra.
We should return to our duties.
As you wish. You are, after all, in charge.
I am in charge. Isn't that crazy? They gave me a sword, even though I'm a mage. It was this whole thing. They, like, had me hold up the sword. Josephine is so cool and hot and awesome, but I totally don't have a crush on her or anything. I feel like that's like, I feel like that's like half the people in this place. Even I have a crush on Josephine. She's so cool. Oh my god.
Our mounts have never had better. Perhaps Master Dennett will join us now. Space like this needs an expert.
Horse Master Dennett. He survived. Oh, there's Colin. Oh my gosh. I was looking everywhere for him earlier. Oh, there's a note. Mixed elements. I'll match best I can, but there are two structures here. Skyhold was built in stages, or rebuilt. Is this where we want to invest? If it's fallen before, how can we be sure it won't fall again? Jane, foundation repair. 2 words, the Inquisitor. Invest and commit. We are strong as the will of the weakest of us. Cassandra Pentecost. Damn. They're in. I saved you.
Thanks for my life in Haven. You've all sorts serving now. If that means change, so be it.
Hey. So, what's on the map here? Forgotten Boy. Literally forgot about him.
The order was sent?
Yes, Commander.
Looking for coal. That is what I'm doing.
But this violates everything we know about the Fade.
So it does.
Inquisitor, I wondered if Cole was perhaps a mage, given his unusual abilities.
He can cause people to forget him, or even fail entirely to notice him. These are not the abilities of a mage. It seems that Cole is a spirit.
What?
A demon,
Possessed?
more likely.
If you prefer, although the truth is somewhat more complex.
He helped us? How complex? You know, I had that thought that he might have something going on because he was able to read the mind of that one guy that helped everyone escape through the Chantry. He was like, oh yeah, there's that tunnel. Quite the conclusion to jump to. I think I've been knocked out for a little bit, so I'm sure they got to know him a little bit. He also just kind of appeared. Yeah, apparently he was with the Templars, so if I would have sided with the Templars, I would have met him probably instead of Dorian. Maybe? I don't know. He helped us. How complex? He helped us.
Cole warned us about Corypheus at Haven. He saved a lot of lives.
We cannot know the true motivations of a demon.
He's
In
innocent.
fact, his nature is not so easily defined.
Speak plainly, Solas. What are we dealing with?
Demons normally enter this world by possessing something. In their true form, they look bizarre, monstrous.
But you claim Cole looks like a young man. Is it possession?
No. He
What?
has possessed nothing
What?
and no
He just
one.
looks like this?
And yet he appears human in all respects.
Cole just looks like this.
Cole is unique, Inquisitor. More than that, he wishes to help. I suggest you allow him to do so.
In my studies, demons either possessed something from this world, or were summoned and bound. They almost never look like something you'd mistake for a person.
Normally you'd be correct. But Cole has willfully manifested in human form without possessing anyone.
That's wild. What? What of demons at the breach?
The demons who came through the breach, or through the rifts, weren't possessing anything.
These demons were drawn through against their will, driven mad by this world. But Cole predates the breach. From what we can tell, he has lived here for months, perhaps years.
Whoa.
He looks like a young man. For all intents and purposes, he is a young man. It is remarkable.
I'll get rid of him. I'll talk with him.
I should hear what Cole has to say for himself. Where is he now?
Damn it.
If none of us remember him, he could be anywhere.
I'm gonna go play with some fire. There's Colin.
So many soldiers fought to protect the pilgrims so they could escape. Choking fear. Can't think from the medicine, but the cuts rack me with every heartbeat. Hot, white pain.
Now he's picking up everything in the area.
Burns. I can't. I'm going to... I'm dying. I'm...
Hey buddy, you need a hug.
Dead.
Oh, he died. Damn. That's what spirits do. They draw on everything around them. Like, they are very easily... No, I think easily influenced by strong emotions. That's why Tranquil are made the way they are. So they can't draw spirits to them. And if you played Awakening, you meet Justice, who is a spirit who possesses a corpse. Not because he wants to, but because he kind of gets thrown into it, and he's like, well, I'm kind of stuck here. He would go about and explain how he was experiencing the world and stuff, so... They experienced it a lot differently. So I'm excited to get to know Cole. You alright? That's disconcerting. Stop that. Are you alright?
You're feeling their pain.
It's louder this close, with so many of them.
Would you like to go somewhere more comfortable?
Yes, but here is where I can help. Every breath slower. Like lying in a warm bath. Sliding away. Smell of my daughter's hair when I kiss her goodnight. Gone. Cracked brown pain.
Dude, we
Scraping. Thirsty. Here.
Thank you.
It's all right. She won't remember me.
Oh, yeah. I wonder what he's a spirit of. Probably has something to do with the reason why he can easily be forgotten. What are you?
Solus tried to explain what you are, but honestly, I stopped listening after a while. Any chance you could explain it?
Yes. I used to think I was a ghost.
Oh.
I didn't know. I made mistakes, but I made friends too. Then a Templar proved I wasn't real.
Oh no.
I lost my friends. I lost everything.
You're real, Cole.
I learned how to be more like what I am.
Oh.
It made me different, but stronger. I can feel more. I can help.
Stay and help us.
If you're willing, the Inquisition could use your help.
Yes, helping. I help the hurt. The helpless. There's someone. Hurts. It hurts. It
Uh-oh.
hurts. Someone make it stop hurting.
Are you gonna kill them?
Make her,
Mercy?
please. The healers have done all they can. It will take him hours to die. Every moment will be agony. He wants mercy. Help.
End his pain. Give him a chance. Oh no. Give him a chance.
You say he won't die for hours yet, but you can't know that for certain.
His body is failing.
He could recover, or the healers could find another way to help him.
How do you know?
I don't, and neither do you. That's part of life.
Try. I want to stay.
Oh, he. Oh, he liked my... Okay. Okay, good thing I didn't have him kill him. Woof. Woof. Flessa! Strange way to get him to stay. Teach him how to be good spirit.
Your worship, I'm serving now, in a different way.
She joined the chantry. Colin, what do you think of Cole? Isn't he like a little like strange?
Send men to scout the area. We need to know what's out there.
Yes, sir.
Commander, soldiers have been assigned temporary quarters.
Very good. I'll need an update on the armory as well. Now!
Itchy.
We set up as best we could at Haven, but could never prepare for an archdemon, or whatever it was. With some warning, we might have...
It was a bad situation. Did you ever stop working? Problem? It was a bad situation.
We were all shaken by what happened.
If Corypheus strikes again, we may not be able to withdraw. And I wouldn't want to. We must be ready. Work on Skyhold is underway. Guard rotations established. We should have everything on course within the week. We will not run from here, Inquisitor.
How many did we lose at Haven?
How many were lost?
Most of our people made it to Skyhold. It could have been worse. Morale was low, but it's improved greatly since you accepted the role of Inquisitor.
Hope I'm a good leader. I'm not used to the title, so you work for me now.
Everyone has so much faith in my leadership. I hope I'm ready.
You won't have to carry the Inquisition alone, although it must feel like it. We needed a leader, and you have proven yourself.
I trust your advice. We're starting over. We can't fail again. I trust your advice.
You responded quickly to the attack on Haven. Without that, so many more would have died. I'm grateful for any help you can give.
Thank you, Inquisitor. I will do everything I can to ensure the security of our people. You have my word.
Anything I should know?
Is there anything I should know?
I'm glad to have the Chargers on our side. Bull's men are professionals, despite evidence to the contrary.
Are you with anyone? I could just lay it on him. Jeez. Tell me about Templar life.
I'd like to know more about the Templars.
What would you like to know?
How are Templars trained?
What does Templar training involve?
There is weapon and combat training. Even without their abilities, Templars are among the best warriors in Thedas. Initiates must also memorize portions of the Chant of Light, study history, and improve their mental focus.
Did you enjoy it?
Did you enjoy your training?
I wanted to learn everything. If I was giving my life to this, I would be the best Templar I could.
You were a model student.
I wanted to be. I wasn't always successful. Watching a candle burn down while reciting the Chant of Transfigurations wasn't the most exciting task. I admit, my mind sometimes wandered.
Trust me, it's really important I know your relationship status for this war. It's smooth. trying to explain it away. Tell me about their vows.
Do Templars take vows? I swear to the Maker to watch all the mages. That sort of thing?
There's a vigil first. You're meant to be at peace during that time, but your life is about to change. When it's over, you give yourself to a life of service. That's when you're given a filter, your first draft of Lyrian and its power. As Templars, we are not to seek wealth or acknowledgement. Our lives belong to the Maker and the path we have chosen.
What do Templars do?
Prior to the Conclave, I'd only encountered Templars in the Circle. Do they do anything besides guard mages?
Templars protect against the dangers of magic. Before the Order left the Chantry, that meant serving in a circle. They were also tasked with tracking apostates or fighting demons inevitably summoned by the weak or malicious.
What do you think of mages?
You've made it clear that you consider mages a threat.
Any mage can be. I won't pretend otherwise. I've seen the suffering magic can inflict. I've treated mages with distrust because of it, at times without cause. That was unworthy of me. I will try not to do so here. Not that I want mages moving through our base completely unchecked. We need safeguards in place to protect people, including mages, from possession at the least.
Yeah. Why did you become a Templar?
Why did you join the Order?
I could think of no better calling than to protect those in need. I used to beg the Templars at our local chantry to teach me. At first, they merely humored me. I must have shown promise, or at least a willingness to learn. The Knight Captain spoke to my parents on my behalf. They agreed to send me for training. I was 13 when I left home.
13. That's still so young.
I wasn't the youngest there. Some children are promised to the Order at infancy. Still, I didn't take on full responsibilities until I was 18. The Order sees you trained and educated first.
What about your family?
What about your family? Did you miss them?
Of course, but there were many my age who felt the same. We learned to look out for one another.
You lived in the Circle?
I know how I spent my time in the Circle, but what was a typical day for a Templar?
Typical. The last time I was in a circle was right before it fell apart. Nothing was typical.
Before that, then?
Certain rituals require a full guard. A mage's harrowing, for instance. I've attended a few. Most of the time, you merely maintain a presence, on patrol or in the circle, ready to respond if needed. Mages pretend to ignore that presence, but they're watching you just as closely.
Do you not speak to the mages?
We would spend all day with Templars, and yet they rarely spoke to us.
A habit often mistaken for coldness, I'm sure. But we are expected to keep a certain distance from our charges. If a mage is possessed or uses blood magic, you must act quickly, without hesitation. Your judgment cannot be clouded. Of course, ignoring one another does nothing to foster understanding.
See, yeah, that's the issue there, Colin. It's the not...
That's all I wanted to know.
Not understanding where they're coming from part.
You have other matters to attend.
What about your wife? Oh, you don't have a wife? How interesting. Tell me about your colleagues.
What do you think of the people you work with?
Who do you mean?
Who do you have a crush on?
What do you think of our ambassador?
We have little in common. How she delights in meeting with nobles all day is beyond me. But I enjoy working with her.
How do you like working with Liliana?
The Inquisition would not exist without her. I may not always agree with her methods, but she's more passionate about our cause than anyone. Cassandra may have declared the Inquisition publicly, but Liliana is just as responsible for its formation.
I guess that's true.
Are you satisfied with the Inquisition's forces?
Our soldiers are well disciplined and committed to the cause. Templars and mages are not used to seeing each other as allies. They are working together well enough thus far.
I should let you get back to work.
Was there something you needed?
Tell me about yourself.
I should get to know you better. We're working together after all.
What would you like to know?
All right, where are you from?
Oh, I get a whole thing. How to act for Elden. My esteemed Lady Sidonia, I'd like to take full responsibility for Lady Marchelette's odd behavior of late. You see, we recently began the study of history. I thought that it would do the young mistress some good to be exposed to all Theodosian cultures and not just Orlais. It was a foolish thought. Regrettably, your dear daughter has taken a particular interest in Ferelden folklore. She first developed an affinity for King Calenhad, which seems to have devolved into borderline infatuation. She stared at me, eyes wide, when I told how he unified the barbarians with his allegedly incomparable might and charisma. Every time I tried to move the lesson on to something more important, she insisted I tell her again about Calenhad, how the Fereldans say his hair was twice as yellow as the sun, and his chin more chiseled than the tallest peak in the frostbacks. Twice now, I've had to tear down drawings she's tacked up in her bedroom of the man shirtless. Then we moved on to the werewolves, which was even worse. As you may already know, the Fereldans venerate the folk heroes Dan and Hafter. Dane was said to have been a werewolf, and Hafter to have descended from one. No enlightened man or woman could ever view such beast people with anything but revulsion, but you know Fereldans and their love of wildlife. Unfortunately, these tales of the wolfmen set the little mistress' imagination afire. She's me. When she suggested we put on a play for you and her lord father, I could not say no. I'm afraid that's why Marchelette was running through the mansion wearing wet furs and frightening the chambermaids. She was rehearsing a scene in which Hafter drives back the Darkspawn. I've been informed that some priceless family heirlooms were destroyed amidst all that confusion, and I cannot fully express my dismay. I understand if my abject failure as a tutor results in my immediate dismissal. A letter from Brother Bernard to his former employer. Colin, why did you give this to me? I love that, though.
I grew up in Ferelden, near Honleath. I was transferred to Kirkwall shortly after the Blight. Traveling to Haven was the first I'd returned in almost 10 years.
Varric's from Kirkwall.
Varric's from Kirkwall. Did you two know each other?
I knew he was friends with the champion of Kirkwall, but little else. We've spoken more since I joined the Inquisition, largely at Varric's insistence. Apparently, I spend too much time with a serious expression on my face, and it's bad for my health.
You were away a long time.
You were away from Ferelden for 10 years. Was it strange being back there again?
Strange? No. If anything, the opposite. I was not sorry to leave Ferelden when I did. I had no desire to return. But leaving Haven was more difficult than I would have imagined. Not just because Corypheus forced it upon us. It felt like I was abandoning my home. I never thought I'd feel that way again.
Tell me about the Blight.
You were in Ferelden during the Blight. Did you fight Darkspawn?
No. I was stationed at Ferelden's Circle Tower. The Circle had troubles of its own. I remained there during the Blight.
What happened at the Circle?
What happened at the Circle Tower?
Few who survived the Blight have fond memories of that time. I would prefer not to.
Talking about Kirkwall.
What was Kirkwall like?
While I was there, Canary occupied and then attacked the city. The Viscount's murder caused political unrest. Relations between Mages and Templars fell apart. An apostate blew up the Chantry. The Knight Commander went mad.
It was crazy.
Other than that, it was fine.
Tell me about the rebellion.
What happened between Kirkwall's Mages and Templars?
You were at the Conclave. You must have heard people speak of it.
Yes, but you were there.
There was tension between Mages and Templars long before I arrived. Eventually, it reached a breaking point. There was fighting in the streets. Abominations began killing both sides. It was a nightmare.
How did it end?
What happened then?
The Templars should have restored order, but Red Lyrium had driven Knight Commander Meredith mad. She threatened to kill Kirkwall's champion, turned on her own men. I'm not sure how far she would have gone. Too far.
So you opposed her?
I stood with the champion against her, in the end. I should have seen through Meredith sooner.
I'll let you return to your work.
Should you require anything, I'll be here.
There he is.
So, that Tevinter guy sent you into the future?
Yeah. Grunts. It was incredible. I'll protect you. Weird, right?
Every time I think I understand magic, the rules change.
And you're a mage, so that's saying something.
Lol.
Inquisitor, huh? Well, you've got the fortress for it. Speaking of which, when you've got a second, there's something I want to show you.
You had something to show me? Let me investigate. Why the name Iron Bull?
So how did you get the name Iron Bull?
I picked it. We don't have names under the queue. Just, I don't know. Job descriptions, I guess. When I came to Orlais, I chose the Iron Bull for myself.
Why that name, though?
But why specifically Iron Bull?
This may surprise you, but I really like hitting things.
Oh.
Also, it's the Iron Bull, technically. I like having an article at the front. It makes it sound like I'm not even a person, just a mindless weapon.
Oh, you like
an
that?
Implement of destruction. That really works for me.
Okay. Okay.
I'd like to know more about the Qunari.
You writing a book?
I want to know more about you. They sound interesting.
What I've heard about them sounds fascinating.
What you've heard was mostly horse shit. All right. What do you want to know?
What does Qunari mean?
The word Qunari, is that the race or the religion?
Both. Kind of. The humans and elves who follow the Qun are the Vidathari. The Qunari who break away from the Qun are Talvasha, deserters.
And those who predate the Qun?
What about Qunari who existed before the Qun?
The people we came from. They're called the Kossith, but we don't use that word for the race. We came south to Thedas because the Kossith were... I don't know. We had to leave. The stories aren't clear. But I don't expect they look much like us. Whatever they are.
How is it growing up?
What's it like growing up under the Qun?
The Tamasrans raise us in these units of kids all our own age. They're like teachers or chantry sisters. They also help figure out what jobs we should do. They had me pegged for military work early on. When they learned I could hit stuff and lie, they started training me for the Ben Hasra.
So no families? You didn't choose your job. You must have been proud. So no families?
You never knew your parents?
No. I know for you folks, that's a big deal. The Tamasrans were like our parents, though. Taught us to read, helped us go to sleep, all the parent stuff. I remember the one who helped me build things with blocks. She laughed when I knocked everything down.
And if Thedas fell to the Qun?
Do you ever think about what would happen if the Qunari conquered Orlais or Eldon?
Probably be like, nice.
Like Cassandra or Cullen would do fine if they didn't die fighting. Those two love rulers. But the mages...
Yeah.
Can you imagine Solus trying his fade dreaming under the Qun? Or Dorian thinking of someone besides himself? They'd kill Cole, because, you know, demon. And Varric would mouth off one too many times, get re-educated by force. So, to answer your question, no, I don't think about it much at all.
How do they govern?
How do the Qunari rule themselves?
It's pretty simple. We've got the matriarchy, the priesthood, and the military. The priesthood figures out how Qunari should live in theory. The matriarchy makes it work in practice. And the military keeps the Qunari safe from outside threats.
Is there much dissent?
Does
Probably
it
not.
actually work like that? Is there much infighting?
Not like you're thinking of. People disagree, yeah, but the priests are there to solve disagreements. Here in Orlais, politicking comes from people putting their own gain ahead of the gains of society. If you do that among the Qunari, the Ben Hasrath set you straight, or kill you.
Do you not marry?
I heard there's no marriage among the Qunari.
Yeah, that's true. Qunari love our friends like anyone does, but we don't have sex with them.
Qunari don't have sex?
Oh, we definitely have sex. They're Tamasrans who pop your cork whenever you need it.
Oh.
Seriously?
Yes. It's not a big deal like it is here. It's like, I don't know, going to see a healer. Sometimes it's this long, involved thing. It takes all day. Leaves you walking funny. Other times you're in and out in 5 minutes. Thank you. See you next week.
Thank you. I don't know what to say. You don't know true passion? You don't know true passion? I can show you passion, Iron Bull. Clown. Sounds great. That's bizarre. I don't know what to say. Sounds great.
I could work with that.
I know, right? No drama. Still, it's more fun here. Fewer rituals, more making it up as you go along. Plus, you folk have redheads.
I wonder why he likes redheads. Maybe it's just like a thing for him. He just likes them.
How is everyday life different for Qunari?
Depends on your job, I guess. Some are just about the same. A baker in Val Royeaux gets up, gets dressed, and starts work. A baker in Parvolan does the same thing. They don't care about the Empire or the Q. Mostly they worry about breaking eggs and hope the dough rises right.
Except that baker isn't free.
It can't be exactly the same. The Qunari have no personal freedoms.
How many personal freedoms do you figure that baker in Val Royeaux has? Life isn't about freedom. The baker in Parvolan wonders if she'll be given enough eggs to do her work. Will they come on time? Will the kitchen workers get her bread while it's fresh, or will they come late and blame her because it's stale? Same crap in Val Royeaux. People are just people.
I like him.
See you later, Bull.
But like,
Nice
the Qun is like crazy. Like, do not bring that shit here. Keep that in your at your place. I don't mean to sound rude or anything, but you had something to show me?
What did you want me to come see?
Here, come on. I'll show you.
Everyone's taking me somewhere. Hopefully it's not a dream trip.
Why am I dressed like this?
You'll see. Come on. It'll be worth your time, I promise.
Okay.
Evening. Iron Bull. My merc band just joined up.
Tanner. I'm from Jader. Well, near Jader.
Mira. I was guard captain for Lady Pendel. Signed on after shit blew up at the Conclave. Share a drink? Who's your friend?
This is Grim. He
That's
doesn't
my name.
talk much. So, you ready to kill some demons? Or Venatori? Or whatever that Corypheus asshole is?
This isn't just about killing. We're helping the Inquisitor save the world and build the next empire.
Empire? How do they not know who you are? Right? Say little.
Well, long as I get paid, I'm happy. That's why I signed up.
I just couldn't spend my whole life on a farm. Needed to live a little, you know.
What about you, Mira? Why'd you join up? I thought you were serving some noble.
I saw what happened at Haven. The Inquisitor staring down that monster and his archdemon.
I was doing that.
I don't sing the chant of light as much as I should. But you can't see something like that and not believe.
Bro, they
Well,
really...
Grim and I should find our tents. Thanks for the drink.
He's like, look, they all believe in you.
I know every soldier under my command. You don't have that option. But a few faces might help.
Why did you act like that? This was depressing. Their attitude surprised me. Why did you act like that?
You made it sound like you didn't like the Inquisition.
People don't always tell the truth when you're polite. You've got to poke them a bit.
They may think less of you.
But those two soldiers might think you're an asshole.
So?
Their attitude surprised me.
I knew some of the soldiers felt like that, but to actually hear it...
It's hard to be just an idea sometimes. That's all you are to most of them. It's why you could stand right in front of them without being recognized. You've got a good army coming along. Remember that, no matter what comes next.
Well, there you go, Flame. It's because I'm an ideal to them. They don't know what I look like. Maybe it's because I'm they're not close enough to see me. I don't know. It's not like I talk to everybody, so some people just never see me. They just hear about me. Segret.
You get a title, I get the boot. I see how it is.
Oh, you're that
I mean,
weapons guy.
Thanks for my life. Pleased to serve.
Oh, I saved you from the burning building, I think. Legends told of a beautiful man. The handsomest mage.
Someone left sliced plums on the windowsill again. The juice is attracting flies. There are spiders everywhere. The plums were right in front of me, but I can't quite recall who took them.
It must have been Cole. Herald's Rest. A place for all in service here to rest, recoup, and preserve. The ways the heart remember best. Your serving grace. The Herald's Rest. Oh, they named it the Herald's Rest.
Thank you.
Tavern Notice. Archery contest, Saturday. All challengers, welcome. Sister Liliana to judge. Expect Varric and Bianca. Aww.
True enough.
Suppose.
Don't worry.
Looking for Cole.
They only take the exceptional. Scouring, not.
What are you doing?
Listening.
Reading their emotions and minds and memories.
Eyes rough, jangling armor hurts my ears, back aching, fingers too clumsy for knots. Wind cool like Aunt Eloise's pond, lips scalded as I sip, warmth blossoms, first kiss in the barn, what was his name? Tin jangle as the blood spills, Pierre's wrapped body on the wagon to the chantry, 5 more minutes, my fault.
Cole should just be a doctor. Yeah, he'd make a... I think that's already what he does. I think he hangs around the infirmary. He can use his abilities to read all these people and understand what to do for them. But then again, he was gonna kill that person. He can't understand everything. He's still just a little guy. He's still a spirit, trying to make his way through the world. Do you hear everything?
Can you listen to anyone's mind like you did hers?
No, they have to need me.
Oh.
Pain, fear, sadness, guilt, anger, hurt. Things I can fix.
I wonder what he's a spirit of. What can fix all that? Can you help her?
Can you do something for her?
Yes.
Oh, there he goes. He's gone. Strange boy.
It's okay.
Spirit of a therapist.
Mattered.
What? Who are you?
I would be so scared.
They lie there, and sometimes they die, just like Pierre. You can't save them.
Cole?
I don't know who you are.
Wait.
I love
didn't
him.
Work.
I love him already.
Let me try again. You'll forget me in a minute.
Oops. Ugh. Let me redo that. Wait, what?
You can't save all of them.
What?
Like Pierre getting sick after you snuck
The
out to
brightest
Aunt
spirit.
Eloise's pond. You want it to be your fault, so there's a reason and it's not so frightening. But there is no reason. Pierre just got sick. The soldier was never going to live. It wasn't your fault.
Maybe he's like a spirit of forgiveness? I forgive you. Okay, so like they don't remember him saying that, but maybe it's like a thing he puts into their minds to make them like, maybe they don't remember him specifically, but maybe it's like somebody else that they may think told him that. Or like letting go.
So you walk into their lives, make them feel better, and they just forget you?
Yes. It's better to help and then be gone. If I stay, it can be frightening.
For you or for them?
For both.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you for letting me help her. It's not how a person would do it. But it helped. That's what matters.
Whoa. Yeah, usually spirits go by like one word descriptors. So like valor, justice, like I was saying. So I wonder what like a word like that's synonymous to letting go would be. There she is. Hey girl, hey. Oh.
You knew where Hawk was all along.
You're damned right I did.
You conniving little shit.
You should have got him.
You kidnapped me. You interrogated me. What did you expect?
Punch his ass. No, I'm gonna stay out of it. I want to see.
I expected you to tell the truth. I told you what was at stake.
So I just hand him over on your say-so? It's okay, Hawk. This zealot isn't crazy. I promise. Look at her. She's finally lost it.
Stop this fighting. This is funny. Get me out of this. Stop this fighting.
All right. You've both
They
made
both
your point.
disapprove.
We needed someone to lead this Inquisition. Hawk was our only hope. He was the champion of Kirkwall. The mages respected him. And you kept him from us.
The Inquisition has a leader.
Hawk would have been at the Conclave if anyone could have saved Most Holy.
What's done is done.
You can't change the past, Cassandra.
So I must accept... what? That the Maker wanted all this to happen? That he... Varric is a liar, Inquisitor. A snake. Even after the Conclave, when we needed Hawk most, Varric kept him secret.
He's with us now. We're on the same side.
We all know whose side you're on, Varric. It will never be the Inquisition's.
Oh, she's... Whoa. That's unfair, Cassandra. We need to work together. I'm well aware. Varric's married to Hawk, I guess.
Attacking him now won't help us, Cassandra.
Ha! Exactly.
And you better not be keeping anything else from us.
I understand.
I must not think of what could have been. We have so much at stake. Go, Varric. Just go.
You know what I think? If Hawk had been at the temple, he'd be dead too. You people have done enough to him.
I believed him. He spun his story for me, and I swallowed it. If I just explained what was at stake, if I just made him understand. But I didn't, did I? I didn't explain why we needed Hawk. I'm such a fool.
I still like you. What if it happened different? Don't blame yourself. We're all fools, Cassandra. We need to do better. What if it happened different?
What if you hadn't believed him, and you tracked Hawk down?
Honestly, Hawk might not even have agreed to become Inquisitor. He supported the Mage Rebellion, after all. He wouldn't have trusted me for a second. But this isn't about Hawk, or even Varric. not truly. I should have been more careful. I should have been smarter. I don't deserve to be here.
Don't blame yourself.
You're too hard on yourself, Cassandra.
Not hard enough, I think.
You can't believe that.
I want you to know, I have no regrets. Maybe if we'd found Hawk, the Maker wouldn't have needed to send you. But he did. You're not what I'd pictured. But if I've learned anything, it's that I know less than nothing.
Okay. Well, we built up some approval with Cassandra. I'll leave it at that, I guess. I won't reload it. It's fine.
Something is troubling me, Inquisitor. Leliana is receiving reports of Mage is becoming possessed. Templars going rogue. No one is dealing with these matters. I was hoping we might, before they get worse.
You have a lot to do, of course.
We can certainly look into it.
I will mark these incidents on the map as I learn of them, Inquisitor. And I would be pleased to accompany you if and when you investigate.
Hold on.
That's enough for now.
Another time, then.
I want to go talk to Varric, I think. Hey, sorry I didn't defend you. You alright?
That got a little heated. Are you alright?
What has happened? What happened?
How angry is Cassandra?
Did you see that?
I wasn't trying to keep secret. I told the Inquisition everything that seemed important at the
I
time.
don't know if you saw that. You knew about Corypheus.
You could have told us about Corypheus sooner.
I found out he was involved at exactly the same time you did. Until he showed up at Haven, I thought he was dead. Nothing we saw at the summit made me think he'd been there. I know I need to do better. I'm sorry.
Oh, Varric, no!
Corypheus is back. Oh,
what?
Shit.
What is he?
You said he was a Darkspawn, or a Magister. What is he really?
I'm not sure. I don't think Corypheus really knows either. He's definitely a Darkspawn, but when we found him, it was pretty obvious he hadn't heard that. He thinks he's a Magister, a priest of Dumat, in fact. He says he broke into the Golden City, like in the Chantry tale.
You beat him before. It's not that bad. We need a battle plan. You beat him before.
If you and Hawk defeated him once, we can do it again.
We didn't just think Corypheus was dead. He was dead. No pulse, no breath, full of stab wounds. There wasn't a lot of room for doubt. It makes me wonder. I thought the Wardens imprisoned Corypheus to use him. Maybe they did it because he can't be killed.
How did you find the prison?
How did you and Hawk even wind up in a Grey Warden prison for ancient Darkspawn?
Corypheus sent people after Hawk. He actually got control of an entire Carta clan. Made them drink Darkspawn blood.
Oh.
Weird shit. We tracked the Carta to an old dwarven fort or something in the mountains. Of course, it turned out to be a trap. They needed Hawk's blood to open the locks holding Corypheus, and they drew us into the prison to get it.
We'll find a way to kill him. Everything dies. We'll find a way to kill him.
There has to be a way to defeat Corypheus. We'll find it, don't worry.
I hope you're right. Maker's breath, what have I let loose?
This isn't your fault. I think you're confused. Doesn't matter.
You had nothing to do with this, Varric.
I was the one who led Hawk to Corypheus. If I hadn't tracked the Carta to that ruin. But you've got more important things to do than listen to me worry. Just let me know when you want something shot.
What can you tell me about this Corypheus?
I'm not exactly an expert, but ask away and I'll answer what I can.
How'd you find him?
How did you first encounter him?
A few years back, I was dealing with some trouble from a Carta clan that went rogue. They were sending assassins after the Hawk family. We tracked them to a ruin in the Vimarks. It turned out to be a trap. Once you went far enough into the ruin, there was a magic barrier that kept you from going back. The whole thing was a prison the Grey Wardens were using to hold what they thought was a powerful Darkspawn.
Why didn't they just kill him? What is he? He said he should be dead.
You and Hawk both said before he was supposed to be dead.
He was dead. We killed him. The only way for us to escape the prison Corypheus was trapped in was to go through him. We weren't going to just leave the door to his prison open behind us and hope he was dead. We made sure.
Hello, Cassandra.
Greetings.
I like your advice.
Do you have any advice for me?
Tell that demon, what does it call itself? Cole. Tell it to leave.
No.
He may not mean harm, but that does not mean he will not
No,
harm
he's
us.
doing good work.
Spirits are not creatures to take at face value. Be cautious with him, Inquisitor.
I'll be his guiding hand. Tell me about yourself.
I have some more questions.
Why am I not surprised?
You hear how he said that? He went, I have some more questions. Talking about the Seekers.
Can you tell me more about the Seekers?
The Seekers of Truth were born from the original Inquisition long ago, when it united with the Chantry. Seekers stood above the Templars, watching over them but also investigating magical events they couldn't handle. We were meant to be incorruptible, above reproach. How seldom does reality match the ideal?
But what are Seekers? Why did the Seekers rebel? How do you become a Seeker? What are Seekers?
But what are Seekers, exactly?
Those who know anything of us think we are Templars. We do not use lyrium, however. Our abilities are different, as was our original purpose. We disciplined the Templars and were accountable only to the Divine. And not even her, truthfully.
Oh, well. Then who watched you?
So nobody ever watched over the Seekers?
It was the Divine's duty. But she could only do so much when the truth was hidden from her. The Templars have always feared us. When a Seeker arrived at a circle, they knew trouble was afoot. That kind of power is troubling. You begin to think you are the only one who can solve the world's problems. If you don't see a problem, it doesn't exist. If someone insists it does, they are the blind ones.
Could that be fixed?
Do you think that kind of problem could ever be fixed?
Possibly. Though the Seekers themselves would need to change. They were clearly not willing to, even though they abandoned everything they stood for to avoid it. In my heart, I believe they can still be salvaged, but not by their own hands.
What abilities do you have?
You mentioned that Seekers have different abilities than Templars.
Entirely. A Templar's abilities come from lyrium and are designed to hunt mages. Ours come from ritual and many years of dedicated training. We cannot be possessed by demons and are immune to mind control.
Oh, nice.
Useful considering our role. Seekers can gain other gifts, though that depends on the individual.
What are your gifts?
What kind of gifts do you have?
I can set the lyrium within a person's blood aflame.
Whoa.
Both mages and Templars bend before my will. Some Seekers use it to interrogate, others simply to paralyze. Once there was a Seeker who could use it to kill. That particular gift is considered rare.
That's scary. Why did the Seekers rebel? Yeah.
Why did your order turn against the Chantry?
We originally united with the Chantry through a treaty that stated they would keep mages under control. It was felt Most Holy had tacitly allowed the Circle of Magi to vote on its independence, thus breaking the treaty. The Seekers saw themselves as justified, and they led the Templars into a war of righteousness.
You disagree?
You sound like you disagree.
We knew what was happening at Kirkwall, where the Mage Rebellion began. We looked into reports of Knight Commander Meredith's harsh treatment of her charges years earlier. But we found so many shocking cases of magical corruption, it was decided her actions were justified. If we'd been there when it happened, if we'd looked harder at the root causes...
It was inevitable. Mages should be free. You care deeply about it.
You seem to care a great deal about it.
Too much, if you ask the rest of my order. When faced with a problem, the Seekers would close ranks and crush it. We would find an answer, but only once we felt we weren't being coerced. The moment the Mages voted for independence, our response was predictable. It was difficult to watch.
How does someone become a Seeker?
Most Seekers begin training in their youth. I was much older, an exception due to my noble birth. We train rigorously for years. Our bodies and minds must be elastic to undergo the Vigil, and most fail even then.
Is the Vigil some kind of initiation?
It is the rite every Seeker must go through in order to summon their gifts. A full year of fasting, prayer, and separation from all distractions, including other people. We empty ourselves of all emotion, focusing only on the purity of our devotion.
Whoa.
And the moment it finally ends, it's wonderful. Faith realized. I cannot put it into words.
Was it magic?
Was it some kind of magic?
I don't fully understand it, to be honest. If the Vigil was not so arduous, I'd say more should attempt it. What if mages never needed to fear possession by demons? I'm told it is impossible, however. I suppose I'll never know the truth of it now.
I've no more questions. May I ask you about the Chantry?
It is difficult to say what becomes of the Chantry now. They have no Templars, no leadership, and no one left who is worthy of succeeding the Divine. It has fallen apart when everyone needs it the most. I ache to think what this will mean in the days to come.
Should the Chantry be saved? Will there be a new Divine? Why did you leave the Chantry?
I'm surprised you rebelled against the Chantry.
I left my own order when they took the wrong path. It is no different. But in neither case did I stop caring. Indeed, I care so much that I feel drastic action is necessary. I suppose history shall one day judge my actions.
Will there be a new Divine?
Will the Chantry replace Divine Justinia?
They will try. Once the priests withdraw for the Grand Consensus, it is against Chantry law for them to emerge without naming a new Divine. Sometimes it takes days, or weeks, or even months. The problem now is that no clear successor to Justinia exists. All worthy clerics died with her at the Conclave.
What if they don't agree?
So what happens if they can't agree on someone?
Theoretically, they will argue until exhaustion takes them or they see reason. Practically, however, if the Grand Consensus goes on too long, the Chantry will crumble. Any cleric with ambition but little sense will see this as her one chance, and plenty of such clerics exist. We shall see what happens. The Inquisition must act in the meantime.
Would you serve a new Divine?
If they do choose a new Divine, will you serve her?
That depends on whether she would have me. I am a rebel now, remember? And even if she would, I do not know. It would depend on what type of Divine she is. I am no longer in a position to follow blindly, and no new Divine could expect such obedience now.
Should the Chantry be saved?
Do you really believe the Chantry is worth preserving?
If you ask my opinion, it is. Absolutely. Cast the Chantry aside and new problems replace old ones. We will have learned nothing from history. The people need stability, and the Chantry needs a new purpose. Andraste had a dream for us. It can still be achieved.
What new purpose?
So what should that new purpose be?
A dedication to what is truly important. Instead of building cathedrals and sewing gowns for the Divine, the Chantry used to spend its coin feeding the poor. If we are to spread the Maker's word across the world, we must do so with open hearts and open hands.
That sounds rather idealistic of you.
Does it? I do not think it's so unachievable. The Chantry has many good, honest people. They just need direction and inspiration. They need to be freed from centuries of adherence to tradition and ceremony. A chance for renewal is at our fingertips. It does not have to come with utter chaos.
Thank you.
Hey, Cole.
It's just what I heard.
Roderick was sorry before he died.
Sorry, what? Don't speak of him. Glad to hear it. You knew Roderick?
I wasn't aware you and Roderick were acquainted.
He was hurt. Red inside from the Templar, but red outside from the Templar too. Needed help to walk. Limping, light, leaning on the young like old Pepe when the road was icy. He called me a fine young man. He said he was sorry for what he did to you.
Sorry for what?
Did he tell you why he was sorry?
Blood everywhere. Monsters, madness, dying. We're all dying. The Herald stands against it, and heads turn. Desperate and simple. Pure. Voices in the chantry. Years since I'd sung the song and felt it flowing through me. But this is real. This is real. So long since I'd felt it. Falling, flying, faith. And I fought him. Make her forgive me. I hope I did enough. He hates it all because of the darkness behind the door. Some doors should stay shut.
I wonder who he's talking about. You've done odd things.
I've heard about some oddities here in the keep. Was that you?
Yes. Maybe. What was it?
The plums.
Someone is leaving peeled plums on the windowsill. It's attracting flies.
Spiders need to eat.
Spiderwebs help healers. That's something else. And spiderwebs help healers.
And healers need something to treat infected wounds, like spiderwebs.
The plums are already dead. They don't mind helping.
Burned turnips.
Can I assume you're responsible for the turnips that have shown up in the fireplaces?
They don't smell the same raw.
Ew. Stop these activities. No, ask something else.
Let's talk about something else.
All right.
Talk about how you think.
Can you explain how your mind works?
Yes?
It seems a sad way to be. Explain the helping process. You think about our friends? What do you see in me? Explain the helping process.
Walk me through the way you help someone.
I start by listening. I hear hurt, feel it fretting. Some you can solve by giving something, food, a blanket, sleep. Some are intangible, terrible tangles that catch on a crack, fixed, festering, and the person makes a pearl of pain. I shake it loose. No pearl, no pain. They can hope, they can heal.
Think about our friends?
Sometimes you say things that relate to other members of the Inquisition.
They remember me. Their eyes stick, some more. They want me to be. Varric is quiet inside. He pulls me more to hear, makes me a person, calls me kid, a friend. Solus, bright and sad, observes and accepts. Spirit self, seeing the soul, Solus, but somehow sorrows.
What do you see in me?
What do you sense when you focus on me?
You're too bright. Like counting birds against the sun. The mark makes you more, but past it, you reach across. Mindful, meaning. You pull it through to this side, make it real here. And past that, the weight of all on you. All the hopes you carry, fears you fight. You are theirs. It must be very hard. I hope I help.
He's so cute.
It must be sad, feeling everyone's pain all the time.
Why?
Isn't it?
No. I help. I find wounds
Maybe that's
and
the
heal
he's
them.
the spirit of help.
I salve, soothe, save. I see pain and make it better. How could I not be happy?
I'll talk to you later.
Probably.
Probably.
The left hand remembers a knife slipped to her in the darkness. and wonders why the flower blooms.
The left hand would be Liliana. I think the right hand was Cassandra. Tell me about your past.
I'd like to talk about what happened to you before we met.
Before you, Reese was my friend. He showed me I was wrong to kill the mages. I thought I was helping them. Then he and Evangeline went to Adamant, and I went with them. I was worried Evangeline would hurt Reese. We found out dangerous things. It scared Seeker Lambert, and he scared the mages. It started the rebellion. Seeker Lambert told me what I was. Reese couldn't look at me. I ran until I found more Templars. That's all.
You went to Adamant?
What can you tell me about Adamant Fortress?
It is old, full of sadness and pain. It should be torn down. The veil is thin. We found a demon there. It had touched a man and made him real again. It scared Reese and Evangeline. The man wasn't supposed to be real. Then the demon found us. It put me back in the cupboard on the bad day. Reese and Evangeline saved me.
You said Seeker Lambert told you what you were.
I'm hiding Reese from him, but he chants words and sees. I won't let you hurt Reese. My nose explodes, a shower of blood. Just another parasite that's wormed its way into our world, feeding off all the things you can't have. What we found at Adamant made him angry. We were the first rock rolling at the top of a mountain. He had to stop us. He killed so many. He didn't care. Cold, corrupt. So I came and killed him.
Why go to the Seeker Fortress?
If you hated Seeker Lambert, why go to the Seeker Fortress?
Because he was right. I was a demon. I saw demons at Adamant. They put people in the dark, in the old hurts. I didn't want to be that. I heard the old songs of the Templars at Val Royeaux and followed them. If I forgot, fought, fell to felling, Templars would kill the demon. I wouldn't hurt anyone again.
You were at the rebellion?
What was the Spire like when the Mage Rebellion started?
Dead and dying, begging and bloody. Some wanted freedom, some peace, some war. Some wanted it all to stop. Evangeline was a Templar, but she helped Reese help the others. She set them free. Adrian was a mage, but she killed mages to force the fight. She wanted blood. Reese just wanted to help, to stop people hurting. Maybe that's why he saw me.
Reese was your friend?
What can you tell me about Reese?
He was a mage. He saw me when most couldn't, and he remembered. He helped me.
You were his spirit, huh?
And I watched over him. I worried Evangeline would hurt him. She was a Templar, but she didn't like hurting people. When I left, she stayed. Now she watches over him. They should have been with the rebels. Maybe they ran away together instead. Neither of them like killing.
I could find them.
If you like, I could use the resources of the Inquisition to locate your friend.
No. If they are alive and safe, they should stay away. The last time he saw me, he didn't want to look at me. He saw a monster. Let him forget.
What did you mean when you said you killed mages?
Some of the mages at the Spire wanted to die. Too sad, too scared, too much. I didn't know what I was. A ghost, I thought. Fading in the fade. When I came to them, they could see me. I used the knife to set them free. When Reese found out, he made me stop, made me understand. There were other ways to help. I didn't know.
You're a murderer. You set them free. You made a mistake.
It sounds like you didn't know what you were doing.
No, I killed people. I knew. I just thought I had to. They were hurting, helpless, haunted. It was all I could do. It was wrong. I was wrong. If I start again, you or Cassandra or Cullen need to kill me.
I'll talk to you later.
Probably.
I'll talk to you later.
He was the boy who was supposed to die. He named himself after the horse.
I'd like to talk with you about the Inquisition.
I don't understand it. People talk like it's a person, but it's not even a thing. A dagger can be a way to let pain out, but even if it isn't, it's still a dagger. The Inquisition isn't real unless it has something real to make it. It's like a spirit.
He's very opinionated on this.
I'd like to talk with you about Templars.
They're heavy with forgotten songs, like Varric. Some of them are too loud. It's hard to stay near them. Cullen is softer, but demons asked questions that hurt him. Evangeline was kinder. I want to explain, but Reese's mother spoke to spirits, but not to him. Then she died for a Templar he loved. Words just bounce off the edges.
What do you think of them?
What's your general opinion of Templars?
Some like hurting mages. It makes them happy, or less afraid, or dreams again. Woke up shaking, stalking the ground for one who looks like her. Always some rule being broken. But not all Templars listen when whispers crawl around inside them. They try to protect people, like Cullen. The good ones remember that mages are people.
Can you tell me more about how the Templars feel to you?
They feel older than they look. They've been changed, and their bodies are incomplete now. The lyrium helps, but their bodies always want to connect to something older, bigger than they are. That's why they block magic. They reach for that other thing, and magic has no room to come in. Like when I listen to Varric.
What about Red Lyrium? Or
Can
Red
you tell me
Templars?
more about how the Red Templars are different?
The red lyrium is different, darker, daggers under the skin. It eats you inside until you're nothing. They hear a different song. The song behind the door old whispers want opened. They are dead and dark and done.
I'll talk to you later.
How do you know? It's made from people.
What is... What's made from people? What?
I'll talk to you later.
How do you know?
I wonder if he was an assassin or something. He's a spirit.
Thank you.
You can't just go around saying it's made from people. What's he gonna say now?
Thank you. It's good to spend time with you.
Oh, he likes me.
I'll talk to you later.
Probably.
Strangest thing. When I reached down, my dagger was gone. Just gone. Know where I found it? In a barrel. The thing was filled to the brim with daggers. Got the strangest feeling. I know someone took it right off my belt, but I can't recall who.
Why is Cole stealing everyone's daggers? At least someone's using the daggers. No, nothing. Ah! Maybe it's directly underneath me. Oh, nice. So Clemens adds like a buff for Colin. Okay, cool. Do Eagle Eye. Okay. Jeez, there's so many things on the map now. Whoa. Reports of darkspawn activity. There are reports of darkspawn activity in the Storm Coast. While the area is sparsely populated, the darkspawn pose a significant threat to travelers, as well as the Inquisition soldiers stationed on the coast. Should the darkspawn branch away from the region, villagers further inland may be at risk. Find the warden. Hawk has revealed that Corypheus can influence the minds of Grey Wardens. If the Darkspawn brings them under his sway, he'll command a legion of highly skilled warriors. The Inquisition must hunt down Hawk's Grey Warden ally, hiding in Crestwood, to learn about the other Warden's plans. No one has traveled to or from Crestwood since the breach, and Liliana will send her fastest agents to discover what disaster has rendered it silent. Oh, Dorian's request. Now that you're in charge, there's something I thought I'd bring up. There's a Venatori mage out there lurking in the wilderness. This comes as no surprise to you, since he can't swing a dead cat without hitting one of Corypheus' minions, but these particular Venatori have additional significance to myself. For one, I know them personally. I would call them friends, except that would imply I didn't want them dead, which I do, since I have an idea of where they might be, thanks to an investigation I began before coming south. I thought we could put our heads together and track them down. At which point, they would sneer something at me and to Venter, and you would be forced to kill them, which makes everyone happy. You for eliminating a potential threat, me for eliminating men and women too stupid and short-sighted to be permitted to continue to breathe. They would be less happy, but who cares about them? Up to you, my Lord Inquisitor, Dorian. Oh my god. There's so much to do. Well, I think I'm probably done for the night. I streamed for a good bit. A lot of it was a lot of listening. I haven't left this place since I started. But lots of lore, lots of cool things that we learned. Building backstory. Yeah, like I love this stuff. I love learning about everyone, and Cole is really cool. Like, oh my gosh, I love spirit stuff. Like, he's so cool. And Solus dream walking with me was really cool and really funny to me. And learning about everyone. And like, Sandra and Varric hate each other right now, and Hawk's back. Like, oh my god, Hawk's back. Like, whoa. I wonder if we'll meet Anders. Oh my god, I hope Anders isn't like... Oh my god. I kind of hope we don't meet Anders. And then, yeah, there's a lot of cool things happening. I did miss out on 2 companions. I can still get one of them. I don't know if I can get the other one. So I'll probably do that next time I stream. I'll go and poke my nose around and see what all I can do. But yeah, I hope everyone has a good night.